Another day, another stream. Another uphill battle already right off the bat. Knocked it down even farther. No notifications. Cool. Hey, Johnny Gweeble, how's it going? Bonjour. We got a little bit of a heat wave coming in today and tomorrow, so we're starting our streams off a little bit early, and we're probably going to try to get some shade and dodge the center of the day when it's the hottest. So we'll see how this goes. Good day, Calensis. How's it going, bud? Whew. I think it's gonna be a good one. Like I was saying, we're gonna knock out about 4 hours of walking here early this morning. Then we're gonna try to find some shade. Probably kill the stream for a little bit, rest up and avoid the hottest part of the day, and then we'll go. I slept very well. It's been hard in the state of New York, I'll be honest with you, to find places to sleep, just because everything's so open and clear. But I managed to find a spot sleeping literally underneath the cell tower, in between the cell tower and a little piece of woodlands, and it was pretty nice. Beer Fest now is a little bit early. Although not really, I should be starting my days at around 7 o'clock Eastern Standard anyway. But we've been starting right around 9, so it's a little bit early today, but not by a whole lot. I will say though, Calensis, man, I got woken up by a giant Tibetan Mastiff today. The cell tower that I was sleeping next to was apparently behind a automobile repair workshop. And as the guy showed up for work today, he brought his dog with him. And apparently the dog is not used to tents and did not know what it was. So this big old Tibetan Mastiff was just running circles around my tent this morning, barking at it. And eventually the owner of the dog came over, saw me and talked to me for a little bit. Once the dog calmed down, I pet him a couple of times. We were all cool. But it was the first time I've actually been woken up by a dog. And now what we are working on is working our way into the town of Sharon Springs. We're currently in the town of Sharon. We got to go to the next town over, which is Sharon Springs. And there, apparently, there is either a Dollar General or a gas station that we can supply ourselves with water with, because we are currently all out of water. Finished off the last of it this morning. Thought it was a bird of prey. No. Big old dog. Look them up. They're big and very fluffy, and when they get mad, they stick all their fur up, and it makes them look even bigger. Didn't think about the mastiff part. Yeah, big old dog though. Really nice. Absolute, what do you call those? Absolute teddy bear once it calmed down. But when it was first scared because it had no idea what that tent was, whew, intimidating bark, man. Just deep and from the gut. Was curious about time because I am asking from a different time zone in Cotton. No kidding, Beer Fest. Actually, a lot of the viewers here are from Europe and that area. We have representation from the UK, Germany, France, the Johnny Guibo. A lot of people from different time zones, but we are walking across the continental United States of America, man, from Boston, Massachusetts to the Santa Monica Pier in Santa Monica, California. We're gonna cross over, I think, 3 different time zones on this trip alone. Yeah, Calensis, that's what woke me up this morning, man. Just imagine that. You hear this really deep-rooted barking and you open up your tent and that's what's looking at you with the teeth out. Ah. Hi. Oh, thanks, Johnny Guibo. I always forget to do that, man. All right, should be on now. So I was looking at the map a little bit earlier too, and my directions, and apparently, although we could take 20 all the way across to Buffalo, we are not. We're only taking 20 as far as the town of Casanova, and then we're gonna hook up through, I always forget this town's name, Valencias or something like that. And then we're hooking up to Route 5 to go across to Buffalo. Yeah, that feels about right. It is very humid out this morning, which is a horrible combination when it gets hotter. So that's why we're gonna wait it out in the shade. But I also woke up to morning dew all over my tent, which I do not like. Hey, Aaron, good morning. Ice Cold Empire, how's it going, bud? Just working our way to California slowly but surely. Because when you have morning dew over your tent, you got to pack it up, and you pack it up wet. Hey, John Twitch, good morning, man. Will do. We're going to keep on going. We're probably going to walk until about 11:30 this morning. And then I'm going to take a little break, try to get out of the heat, because it's going to get up above 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Which area of California? We're currently walking from Boston, Massachusetts, Ice Cold Empire, to the Santa Monica Pier in Santa Monica, California. If you want to, bud, do me a little favor and type in !info in the chat, and it'll pop up exactly what we're doing. Unfortunately for Insta, I think it only works if you don't pluralize maps, just the !map. There you go. What do you walk on an average day in distance? I'm trying to average Beerfest. I'm trying to average 20 miles a day. So far, we have been well over 20 miles a day. We've been killing it. So we are a little bit ahead of schedule. I know, right, PDF man? This is a 10 out of 10 shoulder. Very rare. Much wow. Much wow. I actually think this shoulder is paved better than the actual roadway is. That's awesome. All right, now that we got a couple of people here, let me run through the follows we got off stream. Toclafane, Hot Rod Lincoln, Bush and the Hound, Inertia XR, and Augustus P. Thank you guys very much for the follows. Appreciate it. Appreciate all of yous. And welcome to the walk. And then also Mrs. Jessie. Thank you very much for the Prime subscription. That is awesome of you. Really appreciate it. Hey, Leanie, how's it going? Yo, man, you already crossed one state impressive. How does your body feel? For instance, my body feels actually pretty great. Not gonna lie. I think I got one blister that was starting on my foot. Threw some moleskin on that this morning. Walking on it now feels absolutely fine. Walking over 20 miles a day, GG. Wow, you don't want to join along, Beerfest? Sound like a lot? Beerfest? I'll tell you what, man, it helps when the country you're walking through is absolutely beautiful, like upstate New York has been so far. A lot of hills, unfortunately, but it's worth it when you get to the top and you turn around and all you see is mountains around you. Question mark why? Exclamation mark why? We have a why subway command, because the other thing that we're doing, by the way, is we're walking across this whole country eating nothing but food you can buy at a Subway restaurant chain. I'll answer that one in a question. I think I can pull off 20 miles. Yeah! The hard part, Beerfest, is doing it many days in a row. That's when it starts to get a little bit harder. But as long as you throw in rest days every once in a while, I'm trying to do one rest day every 10 days. It ain't too bad. Also, good morning, Green Herring. NATO Filter, thank you very much for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. Early start, yeah. So, Aaron, we're gonna try to walk about 4 hours in the morning here before the sun gets too bad, and then we're probably gonna take a break from walking just throughout the midday sun, because it's supposed to be a hot one today. How long are you walking in total? The whole trip is 3,044 miles, and it's going to take us 5 to 6 months to do, with our rest days in there. But so to answer why, though, sorry, quiet, listen, why? When I was a kid in high school, I was an instructor for a hiking and survival club, and I heard about a woman that walked across the country and thought it was the coolest thing ever, and decided in that moment that I wanted to do it too. I tried to do it right after I graduated high school, but unfortunately a week after I graduated, I tore my ACL and couldn't go. Since then, I found out about 47 other people have walked across the country, so I wanted to find a way to make it unique so that when I did it, I could raise my arms up in the air and say, hey, I'm the only person that's ever done this. So I came up with the idea of doing it eating only one type of food, and after some research, Subway came out as the clear choice. Any part of the route where there's a lack of subway, yeah, NATO Filter, there's a 196-mile stretch between Kansas and Colorado, or if you're walking 20 miles a day, about 10 days where there's no subway. And then again in the Mojave Desert, there's a 156-mile stretch where there are no subways. We are currently in a 67-mile stretch between subways, so we had to stock up for 3 days worth of food. Hi from the old Europe, where the first question is always why. Where do you stay in the wild or campings? Leanie, yeah. Last night I managed to find a cell tower in the middle of middle of New York. And I slept pretty much right underneath that cell tower, in between that and some woods, because you got to stay a little hidden so that no one disturbs you while you're sleeping. Morning, Pookie. Big tree, yeah. All right. Although what did happen to me this morning, Leanie, apparently the spot that I had chosen was like not too far away from a auto body repair shop. And when the worker came in to start working today at like 5:30, he brought his dog with him, and his dog was a big Tibetan Mastiff named Ty. And apparently Ty has not seen a whole lot of tents, so he let his dog out to go use the bathroom. And when he did that, Ty saw my tent and got spooked and started barking this big, deep-voiced, giant dog kind of bark. And he did that as he circled around my tent, and that's how I woke up this morning. So that was a little scary, but oh well, we woke up, everything was fine. J Mart, no, unfortunately Subway is not sponsoring us just yet, but I got my fingers crossed they'll pick us up. How you keep it cold from rotting? Unfortunately, long tour, there's no real way to do that. Luckily, at nighttime, it's been dropping to about 30-something degrees, so that helps keep it cold. But really, you just have to get food that's gonna last for about 3 days. That's all you can do. Battery cooler or nope. We are in that 10-day period. My family is currently working on dehydrating sub bits, and I'm gonna get a bunch of bread at the last Subway available. And in those long stretches, I will be making my own sandwiches out of the dehydrated bits. So we will do that at that point. A good way to find a sponsor, did they already contact you? Not yet, quite. Listen, we reached out to them, but we haven't heard anything back. So we're just waiting them out. How do you maintain motivation besides all of us? Aaron, I just love this kind of thing, man. I'm the type of person that loves to challenge themselves. And so to wake up every morning and walk 20 miles, it's a challenge, man. So it kind of feeds into its own motivation cycle for me. Are hotels out of the question, or was it just too far? Just too far, not NATO Filter. We can only do, the most we've ever done in one day was a little over 30 miles. And that was to get to a hotel. So we've stayed in one hotel already. But most of the time you'll find in the middle of the state of New York, there are no hotels. Also, Rosa Aff, thank you very much for the 300 bits. That is awesome of you. And Yuki8940, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. Whew. Are you going to continue this road all the way to Buffalo? No, Fran Standia, I thought we might, but I was looking at the map this morning, and apparently we're only taking Route 20 to about Casanova, and then we're going to cut through Manillas up to Route 5 and take that across to Buffalo. Really hot here too. We have 85 degrees in Paris since 1 week. It's an August weather normally for us, not here in spring. Yeah, that's the thing, Johnny. I was not planning on these really hot temperatures yet, but we'll get her done. Good morning, Kyle. How's it going? How many miles did you already walk? Beer Fest, I post the miles that I've walked every day at the end of the day on Twitter. But let's say we average like 23, 24 miles a day. Today's day 12, but we took one rest day, so 11. Probably right around 230, 235 miles. Safer to walk further from the road on grass. Cars come off road. I agree, long tour. The problem is we are pushing a baby stroller that has all of our hiking gear, our tent, and our sleeping bag in it. And unfortunately, we cannot take the stroller on grass. It does not function very well. So we have to stay on the shoulder. Sorry guys, I'm starting to get out of breath because I'm walking uphill. Once we get up to the top of this, we'll be fine. At least this morning, there's a nice little breeze keeping us cool. I like that. Could send equipment ahead in car with a helper. Yeah, unfortunately, long tour. Don't get me wrong, I definitely have friends stationed throughout the route, and I am using them where I can to like send equipment to. But I am on my own as far as the actual walk-in goes, so no helper to drive ahead of us or get us the things we need. When was the first time you thought, why haven't I chose a bike? Hasn't happened yet, quiet listen. Hasn't happened yet. Check W, you already walked the distance from the most west point in the Netherlands to the most east point. Yeah, see, if I just chose a smaller country, we'd be done already, huh? The fact that you have a stroller kills me. Leni, it wasn't even my idea. I stole this from someone else that had done this walk before me. And let me tell you, the difference it makes carrying this stuff in a stroller versus trying to carry it on your back is like insane. But then it's not unassisted walk, or, well, I still gotta push the stroller, man. And this stroller weighs about 90 pounds with all the packing gear in it. Juan Martinez, thank you very much for the follow on Twitter. I appreciate it, by the way. Whew. Could ask passing motorists at like gas stations to drive your stuff ahead. I guess I could. Rosa F, thank you very much for the 150 bits. That's awesome. And meet anyone on the road so far? Yeah. We've been, NATO, we've had some great interactions with some people on the road. We've met 2 people from Stream. We met Barb in, what was the name of that? Miller's Falls. And then we met Aaron Elsner, or A. Elsner, when we made it to Pittsfield, who was an awesome, awesome guy. So we've been very lucky meeting people so far. Subway only teethless. Lol. I think it's a great idea not having all that weight on your back. Exactly, Leni. Quiet to Listen and Condor, thank you guys very much for the follows, by the way. I appreciate it. Appreciate the both of yous. And welcome to the walk. Whew. Morning, man. How's it going? Yeah, so NATO, I use a website called Real-Time IRL to post my real-time location during the stream. So if anyone does live along the route or live nearby, I absolutely encourage them to come on out and meet me. Say hi, maybe come for a little walk themselves. Working out the arms and legs over 3,000 miles seems like a great gym. I couldn't think of a better one, Beerfest. Whew. Especially on these uphill portions, man. Yesterday, guys, was all uphill. I swear there wasn't a second where I was going downhill yesterday. But if we make it through a day like that, we'll make it through any day. Man, it's already getting hot, but I'm pretty sure that's just because there's no shade on the side of the highway, and also I'm walking uphill. Could have a stroller or a bike with 2, 3, 4 bigger bike wheels, usable on grass, but that's much larger to push, but safer. Yeah, it would be a little safer long tour, but I don't think there's any way I'd be able to push that thing all the way across the country, unfortunately. We've been pretty safe with this setup though. You'll see not too many people bother us, and most of the time on roads like this, people that are coming at us will move over when they see us. Whew. Leanie, do we have enough sunscreen? We have this little bottle that has enough left for today, but we're going to Dollar General now. Unfortunately, about 4 miles away from where we started today, to get us some water, some more sunscreen, and pretty sure there was one more thing I forget. You walk close to the road, there is more danger. You have room to move to the left and be on asphalt. Yeah, but the problem is, what you don't see long tour is that this shoulder, for drainage purposes, is slanted down like this, so that the water coming and hitting during rainstorms and stuff will go off. So the farther left you go, the more of a grade there is, and it makes it actually harder to move. I was with a giant pool to the left soon. Nice. Whew. But I promise you, Long Tora, we are staying as safe as possible. Oh, I also need a trash bin. I have accumulated a lot of trash over the past couple of days here. I gotta throw that all out. But I figure we'll bang out this 4 miles real quick. Use the trash at the Dollar General, hopefully, fingers crossed. Get everything situated that we need to, get our sunscreen going, get our water going, that's the big one. And we'll be feeling good. One day in the news, Twitch streamer mistakenly arrested for kidnapping. Stroller was only filled with old Subway food. You know, we have not been stopped by a police officer one time, but we've seen like probably like 15 of them at this point. Hey, Rat Sheet, it's going great. How about yourself, man? Hope it's going well. Rosa Half, thank you very much for the subscription. That is awesome of you. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much. People see you walking thinking, wow, what a great father taking his baby out on a walk. Leanie, I have gotten some weird looks because no one wants to take a baby on Route 20. This is a pretty busy highway. And people who see this and think it's a baby in there think I'm just like endangering the youth of America. Morning, Monique. Doing great. How about yourself? Oh, they know it's a Subway baby. Lol. I met one guy when we were in the Berkshires, which are the Appalachian portion of Western Mass. Really nice guy named Michael, on a dirt road that was all uphill. And so I was jerking the stroller, just trying to get it up the hill. And when I made it up to the top, he looked at me and he told me he was about to yell at me because I was jerking a baby up the hill. And it looked like I was beating this thing up. And I was like, no, it's all hiking gear, I swear, no baby in there. So he was very concerned. No phone mount, NATO filter. We had a phone mount. The phone mount broke, much like a lot of things are going to throughout the course of this trip. You can also have a string to the stroller and one more string to the steer front wheels of it and walk on the grass with the string from the belt stroller and pull it. Then walking further from road by say 1 or 2, 3 meters. The strings can be long, like say 10, 20, 30 meters, and stroller still be on asphalt shoulder, rolling easy. That sounds complicated, Long Tour. I like the idea though. I just don't know that I'd be able to engineer it. And great, Monique, I'm glad to hear you're doing good. Starlene Cheetern, thank you very much for the follow on Twitter. I appreciate it. Nin the Nut. That's the name I recognize from Twitch. Whew. Belfast, I think you'd have to type in setup, exclamation mark setup. But even that, I think, just gives you my streaming setup. Other than that, I just have a sleeping bag that was given to me by the charity I'm working with, a charity called Big City Mountaineers, which is a cool charity. that takes kids from the inner city and brings them out to the wilderness for expeditions and adventures, trying to keep them away from the bad influences of the city. And then a tent. Not that complex and more safety. Yeah. Was there any point in the prep phase that you thought about using a rickshaw? Yeah. The problem with rickshaws is trying to pull something like a rickshaw up a hill is a lot more effort than pushing. Hey Raven Moon Warrior, great name, how's it going? Have you considered the dangers of a random capybara attack? Yes, but I considered the risk to be too low to stop the trip. But would need a emergency stroller and steer it low. Every time I make it over a hill, I get on top just to see that there's another hill after it. I don't understand how so much of the state can be uphill. Morning, Danger Tater, how's it going? I just realized I had a cable hanging loose, gotta tie that up. Hold on 1 second. There we go, now we're good. Have you a t-shirt or a hoodie with you, travel reasons printed on it, or do you travel incognito? Would be easier to explain questions on the road. I do. I am not currently wearing them right now, but I do have 3 t-shirts with my Subway Sean logo printed on them, and they are bright safety yellow so that we can be easily seen from the side of the road. I am also currently wearing a sweatshirt for the charity organization I was just talking about. And I see you were not wearing a helmet. This is very important. Sorry, no helmet long tour. No helmet. Are you at least wearing your anti-capybara socks? No, I'm just hoping that, like mosquitoes, they're deterred by my sweat. You know how capybara is notorious like this. We have plenty of on our body currently. I don't know, but it is. To stop. All right, I have plans picking up a big floppy on Monday. Should be. I appreciate it. At least a normal light foam bike helmet can save you life if thrown by a car. Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and hope that that does not happen the long tour. Everything to prevent the being by a car. All right, another hit. That's the way I like. Hey, Equal Image, how's it going, bud? Morning, Sean and chat. You fall asleep by 7 last night. Sleep right through, pretty much. And then and this morning I was woken up by a giant Tibetan Mastiff barking at the side of my tent. and then a nice conversation with his owner following that. But yeah, it was pretty good. Make the song "Everybody's Free to Wear Sunscreen" by Baz Luhrmann to your travel song. Unfortunately, not too many travel songs because of the Twitch policies on DMCA, but maybe. Please do this for me, consider it, give it a thought. It is not safe to walk near a road long ways without a helmet. I will certainly think it over, long tour, for sure, for sure. Interesting to see how your body changes by the end of this. Yeah, no kidding, NATO Filter. So I took a couple of before pictures. I also took my weight at 213.8 pounds the day before I left. And we're going to do some before and after comparisons. Yeah, Danger Tater, it was a good doggy. Once it calmed down, because it got scared from the side of the tent, because it had apparently never seen a tent before. But beautiful, beautiful. Super calves. Like I said, I have a long history of hiking, so my calves are already in pretty good shape. But then, of course, we trained for about 7 or 8 months for this trip before leaving for it, where we were walking 10 to 15 miles a day, 3 to 5 days a week, just trying to build up the muscles. The dog clearly thought the tent had eaten you and was trying to coordinate a rescue. You're right. You're probably right. Mastiff. How far to the next subway? Pretty far. I think there was 36 miles when I checked last night. We've probably done about maybe just shy of 2 miles this morning. So we're probably 34 miles away from the next subway. We still got a ways to go. But we are on our way and moving fast. Have a nice walk, Sean. Appreciate it, Leanie. Have a good day at work. So you didn't even eat anything today? I have a couple of subs saved up from the last subway we went to, but the distance between the last subway and this subway is 67 miles. I haven't eaten anything yet today, but I will be eating a half a sub once we get up to the Dollar General here that we're walking to. It's about 4 miles from where we started, so about 2 miles left to get there. And then we'll eat our breakfast. But I wanted to make sure we got there as early as possible because we sucked down the last bit of water we had this morning, and I need to replace that water pretty quickly. Pretty quickly. If there's one thing you want to have on an 80-something degree day, it's water while walking 20 miles. Dollar General breakfast point. Pretty much, Danger Tater. I hope it's open because we started walking pretty early today. But we have a backup. If the Dollar General is closed, there is a gas station right by it that we can use. Pretty awesome what you were doing. Thanks, Shabati. Hey, Davey. Good morning, man. How's it going? Becca Lulu and Becca Lulu 27. For some reason, it told me that you followed 2 times. But thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. I don't know how common attacks are in the US, but a helmet often makes all difference in those cases. Often head your grounds too hard. I got you, long tour. Fortunately, they are not very common here in the US, especially when you get into the countryside. There's just not enough people. You mean beer? Well, maybe not at 7:45 in the morning. No, Beer Fest, there's no restrictions on what I can drink. I can get my drinks anywhere, water, soda, anything I want. But I can only eat food from Subway. Unfortunately, when you're doing long distance walking like this, you need a lot more water than you do actually food. Food, you just have to cover your calories lost, but water on a hot day like this, you're gonna need a lot of. I think I'm going through like pretty much a gallon a day at this pace. Doing okay. You aren't you early? A little bit, Davey. Yep. What we're trying to do today, man, is we're gonna go about 4.5 hours early this morning, and then we're gonna rest through the middle part of the day because it's supposed to be really hot out, and then we'll finish up later. Becca Lulu, hi there. This is awesome. Are you sponsored by Subway, or are you doing this on your own? Just doing it on our own for now, Becca Lulu. I got my fingers crossed that Subway's gonna reach out eventually, but we haven't heard anything yet. What's the legal ramifications for a smoothie from somewhere else? That's a good question, Nato. I don't know that I have an answer for you. I feel like smoothies are okay because smoothies are a drink. But it's one of those fringe items that's just on the line. I don't know. Kenneth 3D Prince, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. Quiet to Listen, man. Thank you very much for the subscription. That is awesome of you, and I really, really appreciate it. Does Subway have fruit? Some of them do. Most of them do not. And good morning, Kenneth 3D. How's it going? Even a knife west would be a question to use, or like a motocross armor if hit by a car. I gotcha. Run, heavy hits, plenty of drink. No, Davey, we were all out of water. I sucked down the last of the water this morning, so we're headed to the Dollar General up here ahead to get us some more. Yes, smoothie, no shake. I don't know, even a shake seems fine. But like, you can only eat the part of the shake that you can, or you can only drink the part of the shake that you can get through the straw. Anything else that you'd have to scoop up afterwards, you can't have that. Hey, Flip, how's it going? 3,028 years from now, things are going to be really good or really bad. I like to think really good. Subway needs Snickers. Yeah, Danger Tater, I could use some candy. Right now, the only sugar I'm getting is from the sodas I bought and cookies. Dollar General opens at 8. Perfect. Thanks, Strikes of Blue. I appreciate you looking that up, man. We should get there perfect. It's 50-50. Oh, lol. Love it, Flip. Subway has green peppers and tomatoes, which are both fruit. I guess technically, and I have been getting a lot of green peppers. A liquid rule: if you can shake it, you might take it. I gotcha. I like that, Beer Fist. If it shakes, you can do it. This is like a Hitch stream. Well, thanks, Kenneth. Hitch is a big, what do you call it, motivation here. If Hitch wasn't out here doing what he was doing, man, I would not have the confidence to get out here and try to stream this. So we appreciate Hitch here. And yeah, Davey, I actually, the same day I bought that orange soda, the one, I went back afterwards, and there was another Stewart's Shops down the road, and I bought another orange soda, so I've actually had two, and now I got the empty bottle sitting right here, waiting to be able to throw it out. Hey, Nisio, how's it going, bud? This is definitely Hitch-like content. I love it. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And this is cool what you're doing. Thanks, Kenneth, man. It's certainly going to be a long trip. A long, long trip. Oh, shoot. I actually didn't even check. Hold on. Let me see one second. I got to make sure that this all updated. Yeah, it didn't. Sweet. Day 12. Hey Flip, for some reason it is not letting me change the title of the stream. Do you mind changing that to day 12? Shadow is amazing here. We might get to see you walking. Lol. Another big health issue is exhaust gases and soot and road dust. Fresh wind comes to one side of the road, but on the other is there much air pollution, so choosing right side can help a lot, I guess, in a mask. Unfortunately, long tour, well, fortunately, there is not a lot of pollution, and you can see all of this farmland all here. A lot of plants that provide a lot of oxygen for us, which is good. But also legally, you're supposed to walk against traffic. That way you have better odds of seeing a car coming if they're not paying attention and getting out of the way. So I think we're going to be good as far as road dust and everything like that is concerned, because there's just not a lot of traffic and we have all the oxygen sources on the side. But we will pay attention to that, of course. Didn't know you don't sell salad cream in the US. Nice on corned beef sandwich. I don't even know what salad cream is, Davey. Been to MOD one time. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to restart the stream manager here. It's kind of bugging out on me. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. Everything should be updated. We should be good. Keep on walking. Hey, that sign over there says, "Welcome to Sharon Springs." Look at that. Next stop, Dollar General. Appreciate that, Kenneth. Kenneth, if you want, you can check out my my route. It's the pinned message on my Twitter. So if you type in !Twitter, it'll pop up with a link. Click on that baby, and the first message you'll see is my route map. And we are definitely going through Missouri. Unfortunately, not southern Missouri, I don't think, though. Hi, Vitor Bendetti. How's it going? Greetings from Brazil, huh? How's it going down there in Brazil? Perfect, thanks, Flip. Yeah, you need an escape plan on how you will move if a car comes to the side. Some may do it as a joke even, then do not run backwards. It will not help much. Most run to the side of the road. Yes, we will, long tour. And unfortunately for you guys, my escape plan does involve leaving the stroller behind. And saving my life was priority number one. So you guys might get taken out, but I will be fine. Through St. Louis? No, unfortunately, NATO filter not that far south. Just the very northern part until we hit Kansas. Southern Missouri is factually unwalkable. Sub-zero tolerances. I don't know that I've seen that fact before. Hey, T, how's it going? Must leave the stroller when you run. Exactly, long tour. Yep. Hey, Patrick, how's it going? Did you get that beer yesterday? Unfortunately, I did not. No. I thought about it, though. I did walk by a tavern, and I was like, I could go in for one. But I had to prioritize finding a spot to sleep first. Unfortunate. Get a lot of finger flip. You could write a book after this of your own adventure. Marty Griff. That's a good idea. I think I'm going to try to do that. Unfortunately, I'm not much of a writer. So I might be out to their resident writer. Dollar General is right past the Walmart distribution center. Thanks, Strikes the Blue. It's probably for the best. You'd fall into a pothole. Lol. Love Copacabana. Nope, it's just unfortunately the fastest way to Santa Monica. And you know me, I'm obviously obsessed with speed, which is why we're walking there instead of driving. I thought somebody was going to bring one to you. No, unfortunately, Patrick, not too many people in the area. That's all right, though. You know what, though, Patrick? It makes it all the more special when I do finally get to have that beer. if I don't have one every other day. So far we've only had 2 beers on this entire journey. And the place that we went to get them in Miller was our ending spot at a place called Element Brewery. And the bartender there was so nice, he actually picked up our 2 drinks for us. So, like I said, it makes it all the more special. Watch cars coming for signs of drunk people do long tour. Although I will say we do not walk at night for other safety reasons, so we don't encounter a whole lot of drunk driving situations. Will you put patches of bad signal in the book where the words are all messed up? I guess I could. The only place that had really bad signal. Or I mean, where is the next subway? What is the best phone reception? So, quiet to listen. I plan my route along phone reception and along the straightest, fastest route to get there. Where to sleep, I have to determine at the end of every day because I don't know how far I'm going to have walked that day. Sometimes I'm feeling great and I can do like 30 miles. Sometimes I'm feeling not so great and I do just barely over 20. So that gets planned the day of. But then once my route was planned, what I did was I went back and I found all of the subway locations along the route and mapped out how far away they are from each other so that I knew how to plan my food accordingly. IPAs are the best. I like IPAs, Beer Fest, unfortunately. I am a big IPA fan. But Pilsners are good too. It's only 2 minutes from my house. Aldi's nice. Aldi's a little weird though. That's the one that makes you, that you have to pay a quarter to use the shopping carts. But all the food's cheaper, so it's worth it, right? So this is the hustle and bustle of Sharon Springs city traffic, huh? Wow. Oh. Well, that's great, T. Say hi to your youngest for me. Rosa Aft, thank you very much for the Twitter follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. Well, yeah, I mean, you're already here for the walk. I usually say that for Twitch follows, but nah, not enough water today. Marty Griff, no, unfortunately, we have not heard anything back from Subway just yet. But we got our fingers crossed that they will reach out to us. The one where you have to take off your shoes before walking around the store. Interesting. He just did. He thinks you're crazy. Well, I am crazy, T, that's for sure. Let him know that much. Could have walked far from the roads, too, if baggage transport assists. That's true, long tour, yep. But unfortunately, we're on our own. I drove through there on my way home for Christmas this year. Oh, awesome, Kyle. So you know exactly where we are. Hey, Rose. It is beautiful country up here, man. I did not even... I'm kind of kicking myself for never having driven through upstate New York before, considering we live so close, but it is absolutely gorgeous. Full Fight, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. As a treat, M&Ms are very nice but expensive, Flip. M&Ms, huh? My girlfriend loves M&Ms. Or just offer money and food and lodging to like any farmer, but that costs a bit more. Yeah, unfortunately, we only have a certain budget as well, long tour, that we're sticking pretty close to when we have to. What kind of shoes do you wear? Rosa, just standard Nike walking shoes are what these are called. They're like any other sneaker out there, except they have a fiber back instead of a plastic one at the heel, so you don't have anything digging into your Achilles tendon. And the sole is just a little bit thicker to absorb most of the impact. Arcady, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. M&S is a grocery and clothing store in the UK. Oh, okay, not M&M's. All right. And would not be Subway eating, yeah. Marks and Spencer's is like a luxury supermarket. I gotcha. I just like M&M's. High heels for another challenge. Nope, we're definitely not walking in high heels. What app are you using for chat notifications? I am just using the standard Twitch stream manager there, Patrick. And what camping gear do you use? I have a sleeping bag that was given to me by the charity organization I'm working with. So it was free, which was nice. And then I'm using a Luke's Tempo single-person sleeping bag. Single-person tent, which is really nice and pretty roomy. It lets me put all of my my gear that I have in the stroller on one side of the tent, and I still have enough room for me to sleep on the other side. So that's kind of the arrangement I've been using. Subway is a huge luxury. Yeah, Beck? Yeah. Love to see that look. Yeah. Honestly, Shabab T, we have a pretty nice setup. I'm pretty happy with it. And just so you know, when we are in go mode, the stroller with the hiking backpack with everything in it, this entire setup we have named Mr. Wilson after the volleyball in Castaway. Because he keeps me sane, and when I can't stream because of bad service, he's the only thing I have to talk to. Do you like chocolate M&Ms or peanut ones? I prefer chocolate personally, but sometimes I'll get the peanut if I'm feeling like a little bit of a salty craving. Mr. Wilson has gotten us through some tough times. Mr. Wilson has also made our times pretty difficult from time to time, but usually he's pretty good. Not a good end for Mr. Wilson. Well, NATO Filter, the current plan for Mr. Wilson is once we get to Santa Monica, if he's still in good shape, we're going to donate him, because I don't think I have any way of shipping him back. So we are going to get separated in the end, much like the actual Mr. Wilson and Tom Hanks did in the movie. Don't forget Coyote, yeah. Coyote. It'll be sad, but at least we have 6 months until that happens. 6 whole long months. Or at least 5. 5 whole long months. I've got a sneaking suspicion that once we make it to the flat states like Kansas, we're going to be able to pick up our pace a little bit, which I hope, and then we might be able to kill it. Push him into the ocean. Well, that sounds like a waste. But maybe we might take him into the ocean with us just for a little bit. Let him enjoy the beach there. You said that you would plan approximately 1 month of rest days. How are those spaced out? If I want, is covering 1,044 miles. We're trying to average 20 miles a day. So 3,044 divided by 20 miles a day is about 152 days. Just over 152 days, or 5 months, right? So we're giving ourselves 30 something days, 31 days, I think, on top of that, or 30 days on top of that. So if we wanted to, because it's going to be half a year, that would take 6 months if we used up all our time. That's 26 weeks. So we could do 1 rest day a week, and if we did 1 rest day a week, that would be 26 days, and that would be close to our 6 months. So we could split it up like that. I'm trying to split it up so that I'm doing one rest day every 10 days. Just to go a little bit farther because I like to stay ahead of schedule. But if we even wanted to, we could do a little bit more often than once a week and still be fine. So you're gonna repair my bike. Lol. Have you watched the series Coyote? Only season 1 out in the moment. It's good. I haven't heard of it. When you reach Santa Monica and go high-end restaurant, take Coyote to the rodeo drive. We'll do, David. We'll take him to the rodeo drive. We gotta treat Mr. Wilson right. And when we donate him at the end, we gotta make sure he goes to a good owner. Because Mr. Wilson has been very kind to us. Carrying the weight of this trip on his shoulders. Yay, Jay, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. The Vald Miraz, thank you also for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. Nice, bro. Keep it up. Will do, the Vald. And Strikes of Blue, yeah. But this is nothing compared to what we were up yesterday, so, Yesterday, man, I'm telling you, it was all uphill. Might see Scott Disick. I'll keep an eye out. I expect there's a pretty good chance you're going to see some sort of famous people once we get to Los Angeles. That's where they hang out. If you like Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, you will like it. I love Breaking Bad. It's, Vince Gilligan. Vince Gilligan was the director, I think. I wonder how long the ball bearing will hold. These are some serious miles. Yeah, so I plan on replacing the wheels. I think once when I get to Ohio. But also we have some WD-40 and duct tape to fix anything that might break in the meantime. Joining a few days late, what city did you start from? Hey AJ, no worries. We started in Boston, Massachusetts on May 1st. And now we are currently in Sharon Springs in New York. So we're killing it, man. We're doing great. Doing anything extra on the route, like collecting stickers in each state? No, NATO, just we're documenting our experiences every day. So I have a little notebook inside a binder here where I'm writing down, you know, the people we've met along the way, things we've seen, things we've done, and all that good stuff. But not collecting anything. Watching Breaking Bad series on season 1, Silly Image. It's a good one, though. Occasionally when I get to Subways, I take selfies with the employees and owners, if that counts. Oh yeah, AJ, we're making great time, man. If we keep up this pace, we'll have this trip done in 5 months in no time. Watching Yellowstone now. Kevin Costner is also going. I hear great things about that show, Equal Image Yellowstone. Unfortunately, not a whole lot of opportunity to watch TV when I'm walking across the country. I binged watched a couple of shows that one day that I rested up in the hotel. But other than that, we have not been able to see a whole lot. I think I'm just about, maybe just shy of a day, T. Just shy of 1 day ahead of schedule. But I guess that depends on what schedule you're looking at. I don't know. You could say I'm a day ahead of schedule, yeah. Sorry guys, roadkill. Can't do much to avoid that. Binge watching your tent. I don't have the power to, I gotta conserve all the power for the streaming. Kenneth, I'm telling you, this hill was nothing compared to the hills we were doing yesterday. Absolutely nothing. T actually was nice enough to post a picture of the hill we went up yesterday in our Discord. If you want to join the Discord and take a look at what we were dealing with there, man, it was a monster. If you're figuring 20 miles a day, yeah, but it depends on what it depends on T is how we're breaking out our rest days. So that 5-month schedule was as if we didn't take any rest days at all. And if that was the case, we're just barely ahead of schedule, just by like a couple of miles. But if you're planning on like the 6-month schedule where we have a rest day every week, then we're more than a day ahead of schedule, you know what I mean? So it's a tough one to figure out. I'm looking at the map from here to Springville. Do you know what I see? Oh God, don't say it strikes a blue. I don't want to know. That's not roadkill, it's just an early riser. Yeah. I like that. All right, so there's the Walmart distribution center. Dollar General should be just after that. I think I see it. I think I see the yellow sign up ahead. I got your kids off to school, but I'm still on my first. Brain isn't awake yet. No worries. Morning, Arska. How's it going? It's an early one today. Well, it's going to get real hot real quick, so we're trying to get our stream going early. Get some miles in before the break of day, and then at like noon, we're probably going to rest up for a couple hours in the shade and avoid walking in the direct sunlight on an 80-degree day. There's a guy in Missouri that is doing the same thing you are. No kidding, Kenneth. So, Kenneth, what's crazy, right, is according to Wikipedia, I think there's only like 47 or 49 people that have walked across the country before. And there's a woman that started trying to do it right before I left in last week of March, I think. And then obviously we're doing it, and I guess this guy's doing it too. It's crazy how many people started doing this all at once. Get a few Gatorades. Will do. It's probably a good idea, actually. Get the electrolytes. I like when I walk down this road, right? There's a whole bunch of farms, and like there's a bunch of horses to my left here and all that are obviously not used to seeing people walk here. So every time I walk by, they all just stare at me. It's pretty funny. I remember watching the remake of Dallas. It was good. Cool. Hey, da Mondays, how's it going? Soon you'll be going overseas. Yeah, we'll see about that one. I'd have to be able to convince my girlfriend to let me go on a trip like this again. Just as this Gatorade isn't sold at Subway. Nope, but it's a drink, Bic, so it doesn't matter. Walking is a better idea regarding the gas prices. No kidding, quiet to listen. I can't tell you, man, I could not have been happier to see gas prices going up as I was leaving to walk. The timing worked out great. Dem undies. All right, we're gonna have to get creative here with how we get across the street. Also, that is a huge distribution center for Walmart. I do not think they will sell wholesale there. This man will be buff when he is done. At least my legs will, Kenneth. For some reason, I keep having this image of me when I'm done, where my upper body is going to be like skinny and frail and like emaciated, but my legs and my calves are going to be giant. Walmarts are in the best area. Well, you see, Bic, This is not a Walmart. This is a Walmart distribution center. You can't actually buy anything there. That's just where they send everything out of. What we are looking for is that Dollar General I see up ahead. That's where we're gonna get our shingles. It's in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, we are in the middle of nowhere. But you know what's funny about the middle of nowhere here is that, like, the cell signal, not bad. And you can actually see on the tops of the mountains, like over there, I can see 3 cell towers right now, which gives me confidence. See you later, Kyle. Thanks for stopping by, man. Hey, Cliff, how's it going? Sorry, I saw a license plate on the side of the road and I heavily stopped to consider picking it up. I decided against. It's not worth the extra weight. Morning, Cliff. Looks like a nice day for a walk. It is for right now. It's supposed to get pretty hot later on, Cliff. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk until about 11:30, and then we're going to find ourselves a nice spot in the shade, wait out the middle of the day, and probably finish off our day around 3 o'clock. We're probably going to have to do that tomorrow as well, as it's going to be in the 80s tomorrow too. But it's good. It gives me a second to catch up on my Z's, my much needed beauty rest, you know? This face doesn't stay as pretty as it is for nothing. I'm near Rochester, New York, just a bit west of you, and it's supposed to be 80 here today. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Cliff. And I don't want to be here when it hits 80. Or be on the road anyway. I mean, 80's not that bad. We could walk through it. But the thing I'm worried about is sunburns. So we have a little bit of sunscreen. We're going to get a little bit more as we stop here at the Dollar General. And we're just going to avoid walking it while we can, you know what I mean? Would a skateboard for downhill count as cheating? Yeah, unfortunately, quiet to listen, it would. It would. We gotta walk this whole thing. Nothing but our calves and leg muscles. Someone recommended I just get Heelys though and ride the Heelys downhill. But I would definitely end up going too fast with this this stroller pulling us downhill with the Heelys. Whew. And I would definitely hurt myself. I guarantee it. I am far too accident prone for anything like that. So the sign says, "Welcome to historic Sharon Springs, old-fashioned hospitality." Good call. Our bodies remember all the exposures to the UV, and we can pay the price later. Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna try to minimize the damage as much as we possibly can, because we got a lot of days coming up here where we're gonna be walking in the sun as it gets hotter and hotter through the summer. All right, we're gonna take this opportunity to cross over here. Woo! Real quick, I'm just gonna take a picture of this for my girlfriend who was helping us out with the Instagram. Also, do you have a counter for your steps? Yep, quiet listen. I post every day at the end of the day on my Twitter how many steps, how many miles, and everything like that from the pedometer app I use, so you can see exactly how far we made it every day. All right. How about stilts makes each stride as long as possible? I think that's legal, NATO. I think we could do that. Sounds like it would be tough to make happen, but I think we could do it. Hey Badgers, enjoying the early sun. What time did you wake up? This morning I woke up at around 5:30, but I didn't start packing up until about 6. I got woken up this morning by a big old Tibetan Mastiff barking at the side of my tent. Ended up being really nice. He was just scared and spooked by the sight of the tent that apparently he hasn't seen. And then I had a nice conversation with his owner this morning before I started packing her in. Looks like mid to upper 70s for where you are at the mountains. Might save you from getting up to 80. Yeah, we'll see. Either way, I mean, mid 70s is rough. Like yesterday we were in 75 all day, and I walked through it and I was not too happy by the end of it. All right, here we go. We made it to Dollar General. Everything all right there, T, though? Make it through the storms all right? All right, here we go. Someone strikes a blue. Yeah, you told me it was open at 8. There's a man sitting in the truck, maybe waiting for it to open. Well, the lights are on. We're gonna see. You got thin clothes for the day. I bet you sweat through everything. You got a towel to dry your head. I do have a towel. I try not to dry it with sweat because I use it to wipe down my tent and everything in the morning. I don't want everything smelling like sweat. But if we have to, we can use it. 91 here today, so you're gonna feel like 102. My goodness, Kenneth. I'm not looking forward to walking through that. Just loud, and I love storms. I got you, T. That's good. Looks like they are, in fact, open today. We should be good. Where are you now, Winter Powell? We are in the town of Sharon Springs, New York. All right. Let's go this way. All right. He's like power emitter.
It drives people nuts, but sometimes it's nice to have a refresh.
They do have beer. Should probably get a Goofy hat too. If I can find one, T, I will, yeah. I'm trying to find water by the gallon though, so I don't have to buy the big packs. Let me take a look.
And I, working full time, running a house, having kids, doing for people, soccer, my husband races. I got me the dog and my wife. That's awesome. We're old enough that we ain't having kids. Well, we both had the kid experience. I lived with a lady with a kid for 7, 8 years, and she had lived with somebody with a kid for 21 years. Wow. So we had the child experience. Yeah. Been there, done now that. Now she just got the dog experience, so it's easier. Hey, listen. Sometimes I feel like...
Hey, Disco KB. Yes, it is. Winter Powell, Area 51 area, and Leo Faustito. Thank you guys very much for the follows. I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys, and welcome to the walk. Sorry, guys. I'm just walking through the stars. Sorry if I don't answer you or anything like that, just because I'm looking at the stuffs.
Yeah. So like all this stuff just gets pulled forward? Yeah, so that's not ours. So I know. Like some of the set, there's some stuff. This is really the only stuff that's in between here that is not ours. But yeah, generally speaking, this
Got a whole bunch of waters now. Now we just need sunscreen. I don't know where anything is in this store. Probably not with the bleach though. Maybe the light bulbs? And yeah, Badger's air conditioning is on. I agree. If I can find a straw hat, I will grab one. Loud music. Well, I'm just going to throw these here for now because we're going to come back for them and I don't have to carry them to the store. Well, let me grab a Gatorade real quick because I did see those. Probably, Davey. Yeah, that's where we're gonna look next. But I'm gonna grab that Gatorade that I did see here. Cool blue it is. Just watch me cycle through the store like 3 or 4 times until we have everything we need. Let's try down the aisle. It was not down this aisle. This is where we were. This is where I would think it is. But I don't see it. The sunscreen was back where you came from, near where you left the water. All right, we're going back. It's all shampoo. Am I just blind, T? By the front door. Oh, I see it. Thanks, guys. All right, we got it. All right, we should be good here, guys. Should be good. The Hub Bang, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. All right, here we go. All set. $14.76. Sure thing. Good. Unable to process requests this time. That's good.
Yeah, you want to try that again?
Try it again.
Yeah.
You're all right.
Happens all the time.
Should we try wiping the chip? Swipe your card. Yes. We'll get it to work.
Yeah.
Yes. Unable to process. Perfect.
That was
Yeah. I'll try a different card. Chip malfunction. Okay, you move this card. Alright. Hey, there we go.
all right.
Alright, there we go.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Alright, here we go.
Rub out. Oh, we have one more bag here.
Oh. Thank you very much. Alright, now we gotta see if they have trash can or a dumpster we can dump some things off in. I hope, because I don't want to be carrying all this stuff. Oh boy, the sidewalk does not go all the way around. All right. Sorry guys, this has been interesting. I don't usually shop on stream. Let me just take a quick look around the corner and make sure there is actually something before I start dragging you guys through all this. Hold on. All right, they do have a dumpster, but turns out it's going to be easier to turn around. Oh, Mid Tiscar, thank you very much for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. He woke up mega early. Yeah, feels like Breaking Bad scene. Wilson alone at home, lol. Yep. No bathroom breaks. Although, after drinking all this fluid, I might need one. We're just going to turn around here, and we're going to go around back to the dumpster so I can get rid of some of the extra weight we currently have on the carriage. And then we're probably going to take out our subs. And we're gonna eat 1/2 of a sub this morning as well, because I gotta get something in my belly. Actually, we'll probably come back to this side to do that so that we're in the shade. Yeah, just looking for a dumpster, guys. I got some extra weight I gotta get off here. And then I'm gonna empty these water bottles into our water containers so that we don't have to carry them, because they are heavy. Can we see the carriage? Leo, if you type an ! pram, you can see the carriage just there. It'll send you a link to a clip of everything we got going on the carriage. No bins in the main entrance. Nope, Davey. Just this one over here, which is fine. All right. We found him. How's it going, John Twitch? It's going well. We just made it to the Dollar General. We just got our refuel on water and sunscreen. And yeah, it's all good stuff. Now we're gonna empty out some trash that we have in here. Everything. And then we're just going to transfer the water that we just bought into our containers, so that way we don't have to carry the big plastic jugs. And yeah, Leo, it is just a baby stroller, man. That's what they recommended, so that's what we're going for. All right, put that there for now. Take the cap off. Took most of that, actually. Little spillage, that's okay. The stroller is named Mr. Wilson, yes. He's our friend that helps us get through the tough times when service is too bad to stream. He keeps us sane, you know? Okay, that's all there was to that bottle. There's the cap. Throw this away. On to the next bottle. Sorry guys, this is a bit of a procedure. Just trying to make sure that we have enough fluids to not die. Tap water. We just needed some water, man. We were all out at the end of at the start of this morning. I finished off the last bit that we had. Here we go, we got our Camelback filled, we got our Yeti water bottle filled. We're still gonna have 2 full 1.5 liter water bottles for us that I can throw in the cart here. Hold on. There's our subs. There's the empty water from before. These are the 2 no full ones that will throw in right there. Then we are going to take out half of a sub. That's our breakfast. And like a good old 3-day sub, 3-day-old sub. Rewrap that. Sorry guys, I got my mouth full of sandwich now. Sunscreen. And our Gatorade. All right. It is really hard to eat only half a sub. Yeah, well, we're gonna be good. Did you start walking from home, or did you choose a specific special starting point? Quiet to listen. We started at the New England Aquarium in Boston, right on Boston Harbor, so that we could dip our hand into the harbor. And then we're gonna walk all the way to Santa Monica, and we'll dip our hand in the Pacific Ocean, and that'll be the end of it. Rubber bread. I do not have a cooler bag, AJ. Did you have to get the veggie subs to make sure they would last long enough? I got the opposite, no veggies, because the veggies would go bad. Instead, I got turkey and bacon. I do remember that. Yeah, the Greatest Journey. Yep. Also, Cliff, thank you very much for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. Lorenzo, yeah, we will. We got this, no problem. We've already made it well over 200 miles, and we're still feeling great. Processed meat should last a decent amount of time. Yeah, that's the idea. I try not to keep it more than 36 hours. This time we're keeping them for about 48, which isn't great, but, you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. I'm gonna keep moving while I eat because I don't like losing time. I take that back. I'm gonna suck down this water so I can throw it away here. Now we have fluids in the body. Now we're gonna have to stop again in like 5 minutes so I can go pee, by the way. And yeah, Johnny, there's geese all around. This is a very popular geese spot, apparently. Kramer Jen, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. How does it self-control and not eat all that? It's just all about budgeting, man. Budgeting money, budgeting food, budgeting everything. Meat is a good preserve food, like at a music festival. Yeah. You have emergency toilet roll for your journey? I absolutely do. Greatest Journey is right in here in a dry bag. I'm so addicted to ice, I would have gone back. For the extra weight, it's worth. It's not worth. Between dates, the weather command works when you type in a location. So try typing in !weather space Sharon Springs, New York. I have to go to bed. It's 11 p.m. here, but I'll definitely be tuning in to watch more of the adventures. Good luck with the walk, and thanks, man. I appreciate it. And Lorenzo, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. In the UK, we have Poundland. Everything is a pound. Oh, I gotcha. That's pretty cool. We have dollar stores here, not Dollar General, but other dollar stores where everything is $1. These stores are a bit more expensive, but just a step up, Davey. Yep. All right. We got our sunscreen, we got our water. We're good to go for another couple days here. We got no traffic behind us. We're gonna cross over here, get back onto the left side of the road, the safe side of the road. That's $1.25 now, T. What kind of madness is this? At the start of the year? That's crazy. Whew. Dairyland ice cream and fine food. Well, we will never know how fine that food may be, as we only eat Subway. This is the cross I bear. Lol. Alright, feels good to be back on the road. Nice to get the stuff we needed in supplies, but I'd much rather be walking than standing inside of a Dollar General. I think so too, yeah. We were talking about this earlier with smoothies. I think smoothies are allowed. I think that's all allowed. As long as you can drink them. If you can drink it through a straw, it's allowed. I think that's my delineation. So like if you get a shake or a malt or something like that, the parts that you can drink through a straw are fine, but once you get to the parts that you have to scoop out, you can't eat those. Only drink. Which is actually good. Because now that I think about it, I'm going to be able to stop off at like a McDonald's and get a strawberry banana smoothie, because I love the strawberry banana smoothie from McDonald's. And hopefully, actually, if there's one on our route today, I might stop off at that and get a couple of smoothies and just hang out there for the middle of the day and charge up our devices. Where did you spend the overnight? Between dates, last night I slept right underneath a cell tower in the middle of an open field between the cell tower and the border of the open field, which was woodlands. It was actually really nice. Be able to sleep on grass. Grass is nice and soft. But then I was woken up in the morning by a Tibetan Mastiff, a giant dog that apparently had never seen a tent before. I got a little spooked and ran around it barking at me. Scared the crap out of me this morning. So I came out of the tent all slow at like 6 o'clock this morning, and his owner was coming up to get him. And I had a nice little chat with him. He was a nice guy, very nice guy. Some mashed potatoes, if they're liquid enough, wouldn't that be a drink? Arska, if I can get it through a straw, man, I'd count it as a drink. Technically legal is the best kind of legal. Whoa. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was not on public land last night, but I don't know for sure. And also, I was getting kind of desperate for a place to sleep. New York State has been, like, I know it's only the second state I've been into, but it's been way harder, significantly harder to find places to sleep than Mass is. Or Mass was. Massachusetts has all sorts of, like, state land and forested land and places where it's really easy to just get off on the side of the road and set up a tent and you're fine. But New York has none of that. It's all private land, it's all farmland, it's all open or grassland, which is beautiful and it makes for amazing scenery. But it makes it so that trying to find a place to sleep safely and hidden is like impossible. Next time I find a little bit of shade, guys, I am going to take a break and just apply a little bit of sunblock to the back of my calves. Make sure that we're all safe there. Really want to avoid unnecessary burns, and it feels like the sun's starting to get pretty hot on us. Just some random guy 0124. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk, man. Glad to have you. It's going to be a good time for the next 5 or so months. Looks like you need to cross the road for the shade. Yeah, no kidding. Maybe I was wrong to come here. I'm just so used to walking on the left side where it's safe. Look at this little downhill section too. Morning, ABC. How's it going, bud? Casey Smokey, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. Nice little downhill. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. The Log House Wine and Spirits, huh? Again, maybe if it wasn't 9 o'clock in the morning. I mean, Gatu, thank you very much for the 200 bits, man. That is awesome of you. I really appreciate it. That pays for this Gatorade I'm about to enjoy. Ooh, T, thanks for the hype. I'm glad I was totally wrong and it seems to be all downhill today. Well, I wouldn't say that much. It looks like it goes downhill until it hits that bend right there and then it's all uphill again. But at least we got a little downhill Robo Coffee Chef, so it's different than yesterday. And I will take that. And even this uphill here does not look too bad at all. It's a nice grade. Ain't bad. Can't complain, especially after yesterday. Minnow Mike, thank you very much for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. Morning, Fatalog. Where are we now? We are currently in the town of Sharon Springs in New York. Making good time, making good time. I feel like we're about 2 or 3 days away from the halfway point through New York State, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool to be that far ahead. Yeah, it feels about right, about 60 degrees right now. It ain't bad. Well, it's about to get bad, so we got our hunker down strategy planned out and ready for when that comes. All right. This is kind of a nice little quaint small town though. I like it. I'm thinking we're walking through pretty much downtown here right now, considering we got signs for the library on our right. Just nice small town USA vibes, you know, in the middle of the mountains somewhere. Thanks, Fatalog, I appreciate it. We are feeling great, man, feeling great. Doc Hollywood Town. When I was showing my son the map of how far you've come, he said, "You're not crazy, you're insane." Then he asked to borrow my step counter watch. There you go. Be careful, T, though. I'm not sure you want to be giving him any ideas. He might be out here next. Lol. You look to be a quarter of the way through New York. Oh, awesome. Well, I think... Okay, yeah. I was basing that off of... Someone was telling me yesterday that I think Cazenovia is pretty much like the geometric center of New York. But now that I'm thinking about it, we gotta go west all the way to the end and then south for a while. So we're probably a couple days away from like a third of the way through New York. I like to Google Maps. The straight way would lead through a kind of desert, right? Do you walk this direction? Quiet. We're gonna go through the Mojave Desert, yeah. Through like Arizona and parts of California. We will. He's my good kid. I'm not concerned. All right. Dukes of Hazzard flag, yeah. Small town USA, man. It be like that sometimes. Whew. I guess, T, you're right. I was not what you would consider to be the good kid. I guess I see that. Maybe it takes the rebel to do a trip like this. Be careful walking on the gutter grates. Yeah, no kidding, don't want to pop a tire. We'll be good though, we'll be good. Didn't really have a choice there is the only problem. Traffic was too close and the shoulder was not wide enough to avoid it without walking on the gutter grate, so that's where we were, I suppose. Hey, Coconut Gunpowder, how's it going? What's up, man? Nothing but the hill in front of us. Nothing but the hill in front of us. There you go, T. That's what I like to hear. Everyone's got a little rebel to them, you know? I guess I could walk on the sidewalk here, huh? Awful lot of semi-trucks for the quaint small town that we're in. Yep. A lot of cool flags. Look at that old car too. That's a funky looking one. I like that. There's an army flag as well right here. Trinsic could appreciate that one. All right. Hey, there you are, Intrinsic. Hey, you made it just in time, man. Just in time. How's it going, bud? That is funny. That's nice though. I got a fraud alert from my bank. It's nice to know they're watching out for us. Whew. Good morning. Don't tread on me flag. The orange car looked like it was from the 50s, 60s. It was cool looking. Same latitude as Rome, but the vegetation seems to be 1 month behind. Wow, you already blooming out there in Italy, even got you? Hey Rashid, how's it going? How many hours you go and how many miles you've been average? I try to average 20 miles a day. I've been averaging well over that, and we've been walking somewhere between like 7 or 8 hours a day. Is this stilled or not really anymore? I'm not sure what you're asking, Badgers. It must have required some research to choose the best route around the Rocky Mountains. A little bit. We ended up in the south because it looked like it was shorter, but T was telling me yesterday that she heard from a trucker once that the southern Rockies are actually taller, so we're gonna see. Well, yeah. We're gonna see for sure if we chose the best route. Either way, we're not stopping. We're gonna make it through those Rockies. Oh, is it still fun? Oh, I got you, Badgers. Yeah, I'm still having a blast, man. This is awesome. Of course, it was good timing to ask me that as soon as I started up this hill. Fraud alert from the bank, too much money coming in from GoFundMe. Lol. Nope, unfortunately not that. Just asking if it was me that spent money on a random Dollar General on the side of the road in New York somewhere. Donner Pass is safe these days. I think we're going to avoid Donner Pass there, Danger Tater. Good morning, Ziggy. No, we started early today because we're gonna try to dodge the midday heat sun. So we're gonna do about 4 hours early today and then rest through the midday and finish up later. Does everything look foreign to you? It definitely looks a little different, Badgers. That's for sure. Whew. How do you shower? Truck stops or motels every now and then? Mostly hotels, yeah, hotels and motels should be tea. Whew. Sorry guys, uphill is hard. Love what you were doing. Have you done a gear review list of all that you brought? Bush and the Hound. If you type in setup, you can see my streaming gear. I have not done any for the hiking and pack gear yet. But at the end, I'll let you know if it holds up and if I recommend it. Uphill and the pain begins. No kidding, Badgers. Shaba is fine. All right, I'll use Shaba from now on. Sorry, I try to be as correct with the usernames as possible, but sometimes I mispronounce them. So this is the kind of uphill battle I want to avoid doing in the middle of the hot day sun. No problem, Bush and the Hound. Thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it. Oh my goodness. Minnow, I have a GoPro connected to an encoder that's decreasing the file size, and then I'm streaming back to that back to my computer at home and streaming through OBS to get onto Twitch from there. It's a bit of a complicated setup, but it makes it so that we can stream longer even in lower service areas. Let's do 100 push-ups. I'll take that, Pet Badgers. Uphill hype, lol. Thanks, Shaba. We made it. The real problem is I have to pee. But I need to get out of this suburban area here to a place where it's a little bit more private. Then we can pee, apply our sunscreen and all that good stuff. And that should make walking a little bit easier. Thanks, Intrinsic. It definitely works for what we're using it for. For now, anyway. Whew. Oh, nice breeze. Sometimes I hate when the cars drive by because they're loud, obnoxious, and I'm always afraid of getting hit by them. But also, on the flip side, bigger trucks and everything like that carry a backdraft with a wicked nice breeze that feels so good. You can probably beat all of us walking on it any day. Every walker's looking at you right now, probably. Appreciate that, Badgers. Yeah, I mean, we've definitely been doing the training for it. Oh, that breeze after that truck blows by, it's so nice. After walking about 2 miles, well, we can go a little bit farther than 2 miles. Damn sciatica, no kidding. Good morning, Rob. Yeah, we're trying a different strategy out today. We're starting early so that we can rest throughout the middle of the day. We're supposed to get temperatures up into the 80s today, and I didn't want to be walking through the midday sun, so we're going to walk until about 11:30 here, and then we're going to take ourselves a little bit of a break, and then we'll finish up our walk tonight at around like 3 o'clock p.m. once the temperatures start to die down a little. 3 miles and walk, feel like an old man after. Guys, I'm telling you, 2-3 miles. It's a great place to start. That's nothing to shy your head at. That's a good distance. Also, sorry if everything looks angled. It's just because we are currently walking on an angle. Beat the heat. Exactly, Rob. Exactly. Whew. No, Ziggy, usually peak heat is right around 2 p.m. It's about 2 hours after the midday sun. And then it doesn't really start dying down until 4. But we gotta start a little bit earlier than 4 to get the rest of our miles in. Where are you planning on taking your 3-hour break at? Good question, ABC. Wherever it is, it better be in the shade. But we have not planned that far ahead yet because I don't know exactly where I'm going to be. Do you ever jog to just get a little quicker? I have on occasion, Badgers. I did that one day. And then I felt so bad the next day after doing just a little bit of running that I decided against ever doing it ever again. Did you weigh yourself when you began to do it before and after? I did, Shaba, yep. Yep, I was 213.8 pounds the day before I left. And we're gonna see where I'm at when we finish up. You're glad that I am upright? Why is that, Poober? How else would I be? Any encounters with law enforcement for walking on the roadside? Nope, Minnow Mike. We've actually had about 15 police officers drive by us, and not a single one of them have stopped or said anything. I waved to most of them, only about half of them have waved back. No bad encounters so far. Shirtless pics available in the Discord. I'm all set on that one, Cooper. That's the OnlyFans materials. Which is a little concerning, by the way, Minnow Mike, because the way I'm pushing all my gear in this stroller makes it look like I'm pushing a baby. And I'm a little concerned that they're not stopping to check out this baby. Ilex Peace, thank you very much for the follow, by the way. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. Sorry I did not see that earlier. I'm just figuring if I was a cop and I saw a man walking on the side of Route 20 with what looked like a baby carriage, I would probably stop and talk to him. Cat A90's artwork. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. Whew. All right. A couple of dogs. All right, yeah, just checking. Maybe we'll get lucky and pass them all. At least you can plug your equipment in. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, ABC. If I can find a place to charge up a little bit throughout this 3-hour stretch, that would be literally perfect. I also thought it was a baby carriage. It is a baby carriage, it is, yep. Turns out that this was not my idea. This was the idea of a woman that had walked across the country before I did. But carrying all of your belongings in a baby stroller, it's a lot more efficient than trying to carry them all on your back. It's a lot better for your back, so that's how we're running it. Hey, Firehorse, good morning, how's it going? Nice catch on the doggos. Good morning. Mingatu, yep, we'll be passing through, we've already passed through Massachusetts. We'll be going through New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Missouri, Kansas, Colorado. We'll hit the Four Corners, so we get a little bit of New Mexico and Utah, then mostly through Arizona and California to finish it off. Should there be a second since there were two? Nah. We've only been doing counting the dog encounters. And plus you can carry a bit more in the stroller and save your bag. Exactly, ABC. Yep. It ended up being a great strategy. Cat 90's artwork. Thank you very much for the follow on Twitter too. I just saw that come through. Trying to get past the cemetery, but I really got to use the bathroom here. Whew. All that water I drank so that we wouldn't have to carry it in the Dollar General parking lot. Really catching up to us. Fenelog, actually, no, not yet. They're still fine. I've still had enough diversity. I've been able to mix it up. I mean, this stretch here has been nothing but turkey and bacon, but most times I get a couple of diverse options in there, so it's not too bad. Bell Pepper, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. Subway sandwiches can actually be pretty diverse. Yeah, no kidding, Bell Pepper. We're learning that here. 6 months of being able to eat nothing but Subway, man. You learn just how to work that menu, so it tastes different every time. All right, looks like we're crossing over to the next town here, which is Leesville. Sweet. Making good progress today, guys. I'm not a fan of the new Subway menu. They got rid of a lot of good stuff. Yeah, well, I think a lot of people had to minimize what they were getting and everything like that throughout the pandemic, just because of supply shortages. But I still think it's pretty good. Did I change the title in the middle of the night, or did someone else? Flip did this morning. Thank you very much, though, Ziggy. We got it. And yeah, Fat Dog, the cookies are good too. Problem is, if I eat too many cookies, I get a sugar crash. And that ain't great when you're trying to walk 20 miles in a day. Oh boy. Slat 101 and Mrs. Foley's baby boy. Thank you guys very much for the follows. I appreciate it. Appreciate the both of you, and welcome to the walk. Guys, at least there's this wicked nice breeze. I can't even describe it. Literally life-saving. Feels great. The Timid got rid of a lot of good restaurants for sure. Yeah, it's a shame. That's exactly what happened. The pandemic hit and Subway lost half its menu. I don't know why I wake up at 2 a.m. every night, but I'm the most alert then. That's your caveman instinct, Ziggy, telling you to protect the family. Pneumatic tires on the carriage, yep. We got a couple of patch kits as well as a little hand pump that we can use to fill them up when we need to. Do you show your campsite on stream? No, not usually, Pooh Bear. One of these nights we will do, when I know that we have like power coming up and we're not in a stretch where we're looking for power, we will do a nighttime tent setup stream. But there are some bad people out there, and I don't exactly want to give them my exact location in case they mean me harm. So most nights I end stream a little early, find my camping spot, and get set up then. Good morning, Chunky Pup. How's it going? CEOs wake up at 2 a.m. Yeah, exactly. It's when the brain juices are flowing. Please, dear God, stop being houses in the environment. Let me pee on the side of the road. I have business to attend to. And I'm a CEO and I didn't even know it. Lol. Well, congratulations, Rashid. Welcome to the land of fame and excess. It's a line from a Miley Cyrus song, by the way. Bee Tracker, thanks for the 100 bits, man. I appreciate that. It's understandable. Wow, Pooper, thank you very much for the 200 bits, man. That is awesome of you. I really appreciate that. Whew. All right. Be a really inconvenient time to start a hype train right as I was going into the woods to pee, just saying. Oh boy, Ziggy, thank you very much for the gifted sub, and there goes the hype train. All right. Do you get cramps from Subway a lot? Is toilet paper cover in the case extra work for the day? Badgers, I have toilet paper with me in case there's ever an emergency. No, we don't. I have not had any cramps at all yet so far, because I do stretches at the end of the day. You have to be rich to live here, remote, lots of travel, no local resources or shops. Actually, I think the cost of living here is not that bad, but you do have to drive a while to get to any shops. Are you sponsored by Subway or just like it a lot? Maple Rain, I am not currently sponsored, but there is a Y Subway. If you type in exclamation Y Subway as a command, that'll tell you why we're doing it. Slat, we started our walk at the New England Aquarium in Boston, Massachusetts on Sunday, May 1st. Do families pass down their houses to the younger family? Yeah, they do, sure thing. P hype, love it, T. Subway is not Taco Bell. All right, we did it. Yeah, so basically the answer as to why we're doing the Subway thing is I heard about this trip when I was a kid. By the way, thank you, Chunky Pop, for typing that in. I planned on doing it when I was in high school, but unfortunately tore my ACL and had to push the trip back. Since then, I realized about 47 other people have done it. How's it going? So to be more unique, I decided to try eating only one type of food. And after some research, Subway made the most sense. I am learning. How much sandwich can you fit in your mouth at once? I don't know, nor will I try to find out. Hey, Art Man, how's it going? I thought you were just messing with us. You're actually doing this? Yes, sir, we're actually doing this. Day in and day out, every day for the next 5 months. Just living La Vida Loca, Art Man. Living La Vida Loca. Bush and the Hound, thank you very much for the subscription, man. That is awesome of you, and I really appreciate it. Woo! God, this shoulder is so angled. I'm basically walking sideways here. Someone was asking about where the walk started and why Subway, and I didn't see you, so I tried to do it and typed in the exclamation point things for the details. Oh, I got you, Chunky Pup. Yep, we started at the New England Aquarium in Boston, and Subway because I'm trying to be unique and be the only person in the world that's ever done this type of walk ever before. Has anyone offered you a ride? Kenneth, there was one really, really rainy day where it was pouring rain all day long, and I had walked 27 miles on a really dangerous, really busy road called Route 2 through Massachusetts. And on that day, we got offered 2 rides. And since then, we have not been offered another ride. But thank you, Pup. I appreciate you spreading the word in other channels and when other people ask. That's awesome. The New England Aquarium is a great aquarium. A little expensive to get in for my taste, so I don't go there too often. But I love fishies. Big fan of the fishies. I'm all over the house today. I have had it. Hello. Hey, Maple Rain, yeah, oh, I also forgot. We're doing this whole walk in association with a charity organization called, let's get the P-hype to level 2, lol, called Big City Mountaineers, which is a great charity organization that takes kids from impoverished and underprivileged communities and brings them out for adventures in the wilderness and in nature in order to try to keep them away from the bad influences of the inner city. It's a really great organization, and I'm really happy to be partnered with them. My husband can't watch you. He says just the thought of it makes his back hurt. Lol. Sorry to hear that, Chunky Pup. But I totally get it. Doing this whole thing makes my back hurt. Delady. Oh my. Delady. Sorry, I read that real weird. Delady, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. Missed the train. Better luck next time. Oh well. Your son T is a very astute gentleman. I am insane. Whew. I've been there only once years ago, but I remember it was amazing. Being from Connecticut, I usually ended up at the Mystic. Yeah, the Mystic's pretty good too, though. But yeah, they have this big tube right in the center of the New England Aquarium with all these fish and sharks and stuff swimming around. It's really cool. Probably been asked any problems with dogs? No, Middle Mike, yep. So like I said this morning, I was woken up by a big old Tibetan Mastiff that apparently had gotten scared by the tent that is not normally where it was. At like 6 o'clock in the morning, this big old dog was barking at us, running around the tent, barking at us, until we came out and said hi and all that good stuff, met his owner. But that's about it, man. Other than that, dogs have been great. How about those trees? Yeah, I'm trying not to stop on an uphill incline. ABC is the only problem. How many pairs of shoes do you think you'll go through Maple Rain? I'm expecting to go through a pair of shoes every month. So I'm still on my first pair of shoes right now. I'm picking up my second pair of shoes on Monday, I believe. They've already been mailed out to us. Are you still on time with the walking so far? Badgers, we're actually a little bit ahead of schedule because we've been killing it. There was a sample of the glass and used for it too, I recall. Yeah, it was really cool. I'll recommend the New England Aquarium to anyone. After 12 days, what's one piece of gear you wish you had brought? Ooh, good question. Probably the best way to answer that, Bush and the Hound, is just more water bottles. More water. I have a Camelback on my back and then a 36-ounce Yeti water container in the hiking stuff that I'm using to hold water, and basically I suck down my Camelback, and when I break into the Yeti, I know it's time to get more water, but I think I'm gonna end up needing more than that. Just woke up. How far did I walk this morning? Hey, one cool gabagool. We were probably about, I don't know, 6 or 7 miles in, if I had to guess. But we're only walking until about 11 today. Then we're gonna take a break, get out of the hot sun because it's gonna be a hot one. And then we'll finish up our day after like 3. Hey, Elsner. Mailing to friends right now because I have them in the area and on the route. But at some point we will make the switch over to P.O. boxes. Yep. You've done about 6 or 7 miles. Lol. I hope you can feel all the 120 plus of us pushing you from behind, Sean. Keep it up. Oh, I feel it, Intrinsic Man, and man, do I appreciate it. Like I said before, I would not be doing this if it weren't for you guys, so I appreciate it. All the support. Separate dedicated lemonade bottle. Beach Wrecker, I made that one mistake, man, at a Subway where I accidentally filled my Camelback with lemonade instead of water. And for the next like 4 days, every sip I took from this tasted like a hint of lemonade. It was awful. Fun fact, a gallon of water weighs 8.3 pounds. Yeah, I know, Ziggy. That's why I tried not to bring as much. But like running out yesterday, man, did not feel good. If there's one thing you don't want to run short on, it's water. Hey, L Domination. What's going to happen when you get to your destination? I'm going to rest there for about a week, maybe 2 weeks. And then I'm going to fly on back home. The charity organization, Big City Mountaineers, I'm here with, was talking about maybe putting together a party for the end trip and the end of the destination when I get there. But they also talked about doing one when we started, and they didn't do that, so we will see. Or they couldn't do that, rather. Rob7677, thank you very much for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. Well, I was hoping to find trees that I could pee in up here, but I guess we did not find them. So here we go, continuing to hold our bladder. We still got a lot of uphill climb through New York. That's all right, Badgers. We're killing it, man. We can take this uphill. This uphill's nothing, man. Sounds like I'm making good time. Right on. You absolutely are one cool gabagool. We're making great time. So proud of you. Me or gabagool T. I had to use a Camelback for a whole year, and that thing was hard to keep clean in Iraq. I'm sure, man. Luckily, we don't have the dust you got over there, but we clean it out every once in a while when we can. Celebrating the end of the walk at McDonald's. Don't know about that. And thanks, Prob. Yeah, let's all walk together. I like that. Who wants to take the next uphill section? I'll wait this one out. Lol. I know, ABC. It was a horrible mistake. I was like, I don't want to stop on an incline, so I'm just gonna get to the top of the hill and we'll have trees there. And then there wasn't. Shavi G, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you and welcome to the walk. Imagine what we accomplish after I get some coffee. No kidding. Well, hurry up, man. Get your coffee on. The other plan now, ABC, is we're just gonna walk until we sweat it all out and then we won't have to pee. When you end the stream at 4 p.m., do you not get bored sitting around the tent with nothing to do, waiting to sleep at every night? Greatest journey, man. Once I'm done walking 20-something miles every day, right? I get in that tent, man, and I pretty much pop my head down and fall asleep. I call the girlfriend for about an hour, just to check in, see how her day went and all that good stuff. But then I pass right on out. There's not a whole lot of time sitting around. Most of this trip is just walking. Morning, Corbin. How's it going, bud? Thanks. Oh, we're already starting to sweat though, ABC. I already got sweat in my eyes, which is not a great feeling. Also makes it hard to read chat when I have one eye permanently closed because of the sweat in it. You plan on keeping your stroller at the end for a trophy? I think the stroller would make it to the end. Badgers, if the stroller's in good shape at the end, we're gonna donate it because I don't have any way to get it back home. And I'd rather give it to someone who needs it. If it's in really bad shape, we'll try to find a way to ship it back home. And then, yeah, I'll keep it as a trophy. What will you be craving on the way? Minnow Mike, steak, mashed potatoes, and asparagus. My favorite meal of all time. I think about it nightly as I sleep. I used to use a sweatband when I ran. I like the idea of a sweatband, except they get really gross really fast, for one. And also they add heat, they keep heat in. So on really hot days, they don't actually help out too much. But I do have a nice giant pink sweatband that in bright green neon lettering says party on it. Guess I could have used that. Will you adjust your starts and stop time based on the time zone you're in, or you stay on East Coast time? Nope, Chunky, I'll be adjusting based on the time zone I'm in. I will be, yep. Take a headband against the sweat in your eyes. Yeah. Is this Corbin different than the one I'm thinking of, or do they name change? Or am I... Nope, Corbin has multiple accounts. He has 2 or 3 accounts, I think. I think this Corbin Outdoors, and there might even be one more Corbin. All right, well, still no place to pee, but we're doing it. Badgers, yep, I do have sunglasses. Part of the fundraiser? Nope, L Domination. The long story short, or the TLDR version, is basically I wanted it to be unique. About 50 other people have done this trip before, walking across the country, and I wanted to be able to do it in a way that no one else has ever done it before. So I decided to do it eating only one thing. Subway. And my Jinxie, that's the other one, yes. And I never ran/walked 20 miles, so I didn't have that problem. Well, the other thing, right, you gotta consider is most times with like a sweatband or like workout clothes or something like that, you can wear them, sweating them, and it's no big deal because you just bring them home and wash them. I can't wash them. I'm out here for days, weeks even. Have you got any previous experience in walking at distances like this tour? I guess so. Rob, there's I have The longest I've ever walked in one day, I actually set a new record on this trip, but before this trip was about 30 miles, and it was doing the Boston Marathon walk, the Dana-Farber Walk for a Cure, fundraiser for cancer cure. It was 26.2 miles, and then I had another couple of miles in there for walking and everything like that. And then as soon as I finished that, I got in a car and drove 4 hours down to New Jersey where I was working at the time. So that was a long day. The longest trip I've ever done was a 5-day trip that covered 60 miles through the White Mountains. So we have nothing quite this immense, but we do have some experience. Weepalooze and Leroy Dustpam, thank you guys very much for the follows. Appreciate it. Appreciate the both of you, and welcome to the walk. After tomorrow's stream, it looks like you need 12 days streamed with 75 plus viewers. You should start hearing about getting partner. Yeah, I've been checking the status at the end of every day here, T. I think right now our channel is averaging 58 viewers, but with every stream we have, like what we're having right now, it goes up and up and up and gets closer and closer. How about those high bushes just down the way? Traffic isn't bad and it'll only take a second to pee. That's where we're going, ABC. Yep, that's the plan. Nice little tree line right there we can use. Although, T, I will say, I do not know exactly what the benefits are of hitting partner. But we should be hitting there pretty quick. Pretty quick. The Monster Watermelon is pretty good, much better than coffee. I cannot do the caffeine, man. Put me right to sleep. All right, we're gonna have to walk in the road a little ways here, unfortunately, because of what the angle of the shoulder is. Actually, the whole road is kind of angled, and then the shoulder is just worse. Mellow Fox TM, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. I just want to pee. Whoever's doing the math needs to stop with the Common Core math. We can get fake admin on these numbers. Lol. Fake admin will do that math better than anyone else. But nope, I think right now it's I'm getting those numbers direct from Twitch. They send me an email update at the end of every stream, so that's where we get those. But we're definitely over the 12 days in the last month, because, you know, we've had 12 days in the past 12 days, or 12 in the last 13 anyway. We're definitely over whatever the other requirement was. I forget it. The last thing we need is that average of 75 viewers, which we are getting closer and closer to every day. Calms me down, but more mentally alert. I also take Visine so I can drive, because otherwise my antipsychotic makes me too drowsy. Yeah, I got you, man. Well, better to stay awake. Wow, Aaron Elsner, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs, man. That is awesome of you. And Not Foggy Miner, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. Let's see who got them. Aluna, awesome. Erwin, Mingatu, congratulations there. Joanna and Monique Hayes, awesome, great people. Driving up from Florida a couple of times on I-95. My husband told me to stop, I have to pee, and I have to pee now. He just went in the back of traffic and did what he needed to do, and off he went. He was taking some kind of med that made him pee. Oof. Thank you very much, Ailsner, though. That is awesome of you. I really appreciate that. Whew. Love all the hype, guys. Love all the hype. I do not speak the languages the hype is in, but I love the hype. I love that energy. be really nice if this Walmart truck moved over. But I guess he's not going to. Oh, there they go. Hey, good morning, Relic. Yeah, we're doing great, man. We are in the middle of Leesville, New York right now. Some random, nice farm city in the middle of New York State. How's it going, man? Go see what that power line says. I believe it says posted private property. Lol. But yeah, once we get up to that next one, you better believe I'm going to be taking a close look at it, T. Now it's a party though, guys. We got Relic in the chat, huh? Woo! I'm sure it says P here. That's this one up ahead. I can see it. It's in big highlighted lettering. All right, guys, excuse me for 1 second here while I attend to some business. We're gonna go off-roading. Throw the brakes on. Yeah, Shaba, I'm right there with you. We're using this while we got it. Thanks for the raid the other day. No problem, Relic. Anytime, man. Does Subway know about this, by the way? Mellow Fox, we reached out to him a couple of times. We just haven't heard anything back. Sorry, I'm plugging my phone in because it's dying. Here we go. And I will be right back. Guys, you have no idea how dry those plants look. I think I saved them. Going to talk to a man about a dog, exactly. Does the pram work on grass? Not really, greatest journey, not well. You're not getting me with that again, T. Get a Subway sponsor. I'm on a clean Jackie. I'm trying. Hold on, I'm taking the sweatshirt off here, guys. I already managed to sweat through my shirt, through the sweatshirt, through everything, so. Sweatshirt off means sunscreen's gotta go on. Wilson hitchhiking alone, lol. Imagine if I'm out there peeing quiet to listen and someone comes by and picks up my carriage. Just leaves me out here. All right, there we go. Back of our thighs are covered. Or sorry, back of our calves. Clean Jackie, thank you very much for the subscription. That is awesome. I really appreciate it. There's free adverts for them? No kidding, Mellow Fox. Whew. All right. Good thing we picked up more sunscreen today. I'm pretty sure this little bottle is almost out. All right. I just need a wee bit more for the back of my neck. T, thank you very much for the gifted subs to Relic. Woo! Sorry guys, I'm like just over here applying sunscreen, missing all the excitement. All right, we should be good now. I need my hat though. Looping up, yeah, you can say that. I think you should call you Rock T, the T that rocks. All right, there we go. Now I'm prepped. Let's keep on going. Keep on keeping on. Just D is fine, lol. How come you don't have any sound bites on here? Yo, you mean like the text to speech? Unfortunately, Badgers, I'd like to. I don't know. In a vein where I might be trying to get Subway as a sponsor, right? There's just a couple of people that I don't know if I could trust with the responsibility of not to abuse the text to speech. And I don't want to put the fate of that sponsorship in the hands of the text-to-speech filter, if that makes sense. Yeah, exactly. G's got it. Here we go. Feeling refreshed. Got some water in the body, some sunblock on, sweatshirt off, and pee out of the body. That was the important one. Pooping in the bushes? Clean Jackie, if you gotta do it, nature calls when nature calls. We have a shovel in our pack just for that occasion and a little bit of toilet paper in there as well. Have not had to do it yet, but we're ready for it. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. Not talking about me, I am literally the emote named after me, the TB Angel. Lol. All right, nice little uphill section here, guys. Let's run through this, no problem. I've done it as a truck driver. Listen, nature calls. You do not get to say no. My mother-in-law feels down, wishing, oh well, I was amazed I never knew they worked. Oh my goodness, Davey. That's dark humor, man. I like that. I think I'd rather choose the toilet paper than the shovel. Yeah, well, yeah, okay. Not used for the same task, Flip. Not used for the same task. Think of the weight of the shovel carrying across the USA. It's one of those collapsible ones, Greatest Journey. It's about a pound, but it comes with a saw in there as well, and a couple other useful tools that I use for camping. So it's definitely got its uses. Stream is going good, no disruption so far. The blue screen hasn't gotten us yet. Well, that's great, Badgers. But you can't point that out, man. That's a jinx. There's a tiny little shovel called an entrenching tool we use in the Army. It's basically that intrinsic. Yep, it's foldable and that's exactly what I got. Yep. Better talking to people than walk alone. You have no idea, Monique's. Some of these days when we were training, before I started streaming and I was just walking 10 miles at a time, it's only 3 hours. But in that 3 hours, your mind, man, oh my goodness, it wanders to some real weird places. What trees are dominant in this area? You basically have pines, maples, oaks, and birch and beech trees are basically like the big trees that you have up here. There's a couple other smaller versions and smaller varieties of other ones like Douglas firs and firs, but those are the big ones. Quiet to listen. Thank you very much for the gifted sub, and thankfully it went to Badgers, a great guy. Non-shade trees, yeah, that's also true. Bought the entrenching tool from Walmart, and it's the same thing we use in the Army. Oh, awesome. Were you a Boy Scout? No, Pooper, actually. Strangely enough, I was never a Boy Scout. And yeah, no kidding, DJ. Don't want to put that in a bag. Flip, we managed to get it work. There's a deer running through the woods right next to me real quick. Sorry. I couldn't show you guys because it was too fast, but it was there. We managed to get it to work without the battery in it. So right now we are running the GoPro without the battery. Just plugged straight into the battery pack. But I have the battery sitting right here, just in case we got to switch back. For short, we call them an E-tool. There are some cases where soldiers ran out of ammo and took the enemy hand-to-hand with the E-tools and bayonets. Oh, goodness. That's a crazy time. Yay, deer. That's the second deer we've seen on this trip. We saw another one when we were in the farmlands in Massachusetts as well. Yeah, Flip, it turns out, like the first 3 or 4 times I tried doing it without the battery, it came up with a message that said battery required, shutting off. And then on the 4th time it worked for some reason. And then I had to unplug it and put it back in the media mod because I was trying that without the media mod. And again, first 3 times it didn't work. And then the next time for some reason it worked. And it's just worked since then. I don't know why. I don't know what makes this happen. But here we are. And one in the chat. Hey dear, how's it going, bud? And your favorite streamer next? Oh, your one favorite streamer. Next you should attempt to cross the Atlantic Ocean with a rowboat only. Why don't we just keep it going, Badgers? I'll get to Santa Monica and then I'll cross the Pacific with rowboat only, right? Walk from one side of Russia all the way to Portugal, and I'll just make it back to my house that way. No idea. Lol. What do you call a blind deer? No idea. Are American people a little hospitable if you ask to sleep over? Hospitable. Oh, I haven't asked yet. I haven't had to yet, Clean Jackie. And I'm sure that they would be. I'm sure that they would be, especially since like I have a nice little following now, and you can actually look me up online and see that I do in fact exist, and I'm not trying to scam you. But I've been trying to stay to public lands in Tenton so far. So we have not gotten that point yet. Stay away from Russia, yeah. Dad jokes incoming, I'm gonna go clean. I love it, I need them for these hills. Give me all the dad jokes you got. Don't stay with strangers no matter how hospitable. Yeah, we're trying not to. The only time I think we're gonna have to is in the Midwest in like Kansas, where there's just like all farmland, nowhere to stealth camp. We might have to knock on some people's doors and say, hey, listen, can I tent up in your yard? And that's it. Not yet, Flip, no basements yet. Deviled eggs, I like it, Ziggy. Sorry guys, these hills really take the breath out of you. Why did Sean cross the road to get to a subway? Lol. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that, guys. Ooh. Chippy McMonk, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you. Welcome to the walk. Yeah, sorry about that. The encoder just died. Even though it was plugged into a battery bank, it did not use the battery bank for some reason. It just died. So, unplugged it, plugged it back in. Everything's working now. We're good. Just took a second to get reset. Chippy McMonk, no, we have not made it to Pennsylvania yet. We are just in the town of Leesville, New York now. Almost a third of the way through New York. But we just started our journey in Boston, Massachusetts on May 1st. All right, let's keep on walking. Yeah, nice. We only got about an hour's left of walking today before we got to hunker down for the midday sun, and then we'll be back on in the later afternoon. If someone wanted to give you food, you take it, or only Subway. Sorry, Monique, only Subway. I would thank them very, very much for their gracious deed, and then I would deny it in their face. Nice temperature, nice, nice, nice. Yeah, midday siesta. The hardest part about that flip is going to be finding shade, because shade does not exist in the state of New York. I agree, Bulldozer, but haven't heard anything from him yet, so we'll keep on trying and see if we can get anything. Fingers crossed that we do, though. All right, looks like another short little uphill jaunt. The only thing that sucks here is that the shoulders are really small, really narrow, and really at an angle. So we're kind of walking on the road here. Maybe to celebrate the halfway point, we can have a push to contact Subway again. Yeah, maybe flip. That sounds like a good idea. You're going to be crossing Illinois and Missouri in the middle of the summer. Be thankful for the shade you do have, mister. Lol. Yeah, I know. There's going to be even less there. But hopefully by then we'll have our big old floppy sombrero hat. Protect us from the sun. We're hopefully picking that up this weekend, so should be good, should be good. Yeah, that's true, Green Herring. Take every good aspect you can, right? Someone should bring Sean a giant sombrero to decorate it with his info. Sorry, T. Lol. But that's a good idea to put some sponsorship information on the sombrero. I like that. Can we embroider the word floppy on it if you want, Pooh Bear? I'll wear just about anything. You're really getting a sombrero? It's gonna be a floppy hat. It's gotta be a big hat. I need some sort of shade, T. And especially when we get into like Kansas, it's gonna be like farmland like this is. You're not gonna get a whole lot of shade. So yeah, it's going to have to be something big that covers the whole body. Like a sombrero. Mount the GoPro inside the sombrero for the POV angle. Lol. You know what you don't want, Flip? I promise you, is a camera pointed at my face while I'm walking. I make all sorts of weird faces, and I sweat a lot. Sombreros are super light, right? Yeah, they're not bad. Don't you mean a sub-rero? Yes, Green Herring, that is what I meant. I wear a sombrero when I mow the lawn. Yeah, exactly, see? Chippy McMonk thinks it's a good idea. got to keep our eyes on the road here because, like I said, we're not really in the shoulder and cars can just come up this overhill anytime. Is it true I've been doing this whole walk shirtless? No, not at all. I've had a shirt on almost this entire time, except for when sleeping. I was looking for a floppy hat while we were at the Dollar General and I didn't see one, unfortunately. Sorry guys, uphill. It's beating me up. Almost there. Come on. Almost there. All right. Sorry about that. Whew. Could be pantsless for all we know. I guess I could be green herring, but I am not. Wearing a pair of shorts. Do I have an innie or an outie? I have an innie. Join the Discord. Lol. Nope, no shirtless Sean pictures in the Discord. Due to the hill, lol. Morning, Rufus. Getting ready for Colorado. No kidding, man. Every hill we face, I feel like I'm more and more ready for the Rockies. This is yesterday's VOD, lol. Hey, Gracie, how's it going? Nope, just more uphill. All right. There's a sign right there that says we have a parking area in about 2 miles. So that might be the destination that we shoot for here for our midday break. Because that sounds perfect. You haven't been checking Discord then, Sean? Carrie may or may not have been posting pics there, lol. Hey, Nim. Nope, police have not messed with us. In fact, about 15 squad cars now have driven past us since we left Boston, Massachusetts, and not one has stopped to even say hello. Anyone want anything at TP Souvenirs Gifts? You know, while I'm here. TP has shade, lol. Hey, you're back. Hey, Clean Jackie. Yep, just a short little problem with the encoder. Got it fixed real quick and we're back at it. Nim128, thank you very much for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate you and welcome to the walk. Souvenir equals a tat. I am not getting a tattoo. Nope. But real quick, well, there's no traffic coming, guys. Look at this view off to the right. That is beautiful. Well, I'm gonna take a picture of that real quick. We do have a car coming, so. All right, Flip. Collect stickers for your cart. You know, I could do that, Rufus. Like state stickers. It's a shame I'm already out of Massachusetts. But that's real, that's where my motivation comes from whoever asked earlier. When you look to your right or you look to your left, and you see these gorgeous, expansive mountain views, that's what keeps me going. Waste your money on some tat and carry it across America. Well, is that a buffalo? Yes, it's a buffalo. I don't think there are ever any buffalo in New York, but you know, there's a buffalo. Lol. Here, yeah, okay, I'll take a selfie with the buffalo. I can do that. Well, I'm gonna go away from the mic for a while. I gotta take a selfie with the buffalo. I'll be back. Alright, there we go. I got a picture of me and the buffalo. Ziggy, you'll have to check out that meme. I don't know where I'm going to make it today, Patrick, to be honest with you. I did not look. Today's a weird day because I know I'm walking straight down 20. No turns, so I didn't look at the navigation at all. I think it's nicer without mountains. The horizon brings the promise of the day. Buffalo equals burgers. You can make buffalo burgers, sure. Nothing to see here. Cars, just a baby stroll on the side of the road. Lol. It looks like the historic range of the buffalo may have reached to southern New York. Oh, no kidding. Well, we're still not in southern New York. Could have moved us over a bit. Nah, T, put you right on the side of the road. Are you going to camp at the lake? If I can, Pooper, I'd love to camp at a lake. Nothing like sleeping next to water, man. It's good stuff. No, that car got close. I'm telling you, there's not much of a shoulder here, T. They're just rude for not moving over. But we were definitely in the shoulder where I stopped there. More so than we currently are with this truck coming at us. But he moved over because he's a nice person. Infant cows are the exact same as dogs, big dogs, but we eat them. We wouldn't eat dog. I would not eat dog, no. Not unless it was like post-apocalyptic times. And they were mean, feral dogs. The difference, I guess, greatest journey anyway, is the delineation and what they're bred for. Dogs are bred to be pets. Cows are bred, you know, to be farm animals, farmhands. Just how we delineated it. And cows are tasty, it's true. Only time I slept next to the water was when my GF was putting my hand in bowls of water in my sleep. I don't know what was wrong with her. It's kind of funny, Ziggy, I'm not gonna lie. Did it ever work, let me ask? As intended? In India, they would be horrified we eat cows. That's true, yep. Once again, I saw a stray cat in a pizza delivery truck in a Chinese restaurant once. I didn't ask any questions. Smart not to, T. No, it did not, but I did spill a lot of water. Lol. Nothing wrong with a cat delivering pizzas to a Chinese food restaurant. The Chinese food restaurant employees like pizza too, I'm sure. And cats need to work. Thank you for moving over. Thanks. No, he did not wave back, just gave me a really weird look. Thanks. Nope, same thing. Thanks. That guy at least gave me a nod. I'll take a nod. A nod's better than looking at me like I'm a weirdo. One of the best meals I've ever had was veal parmesan from a really fancy Italian place in Scottsdale, Arizona. That's about 50 bucks for one veal parmesan. Yeah, fancy restaurants can get expensive. Never saw the cat again to ask it. Well, you know, cats have obligations. Family members across the country. I'm sure he just had to make a quick move. No worries, no worries. I like ducks. Hey, not Foggy Miner. I also like ducks. Lol. Alright, I feel like we just got to get to our resting spot for the day. Then I'll break open the Gatorade on our short little break there. I gotta get some electrolytes in me. Right now it kind of just feels like any water I'm putting in my body is flowing right on through, not getting absorbed, so gotta get that stuff in. Like ducks or eating ducks. Why not both? Happy little quackers, aren't they? I have a thing for baby ducks. I love baby ducks. I think they're super cute. Peking ducks, lol. Wondering if there are Peking ducks in China. I don't know. So we're still going uphill a little ways here, but it ain't bad. It's a nice grade. I'm not huffing and puffing. Yet, anyway. We'll just get to that parking area they said was up ahead, and we'll take a nice little midday siesta. It will be good. I don't know, Greatest Journey. I do not know. Yeah, I see that now, T. I see Swarty's, I don't know what that second word is, campground. Oh, Swarty's Mohawk campground. That's what it is. Well, we're gonna walk right on by Swarty's. We have not gotten the proper mileage in for the first part of the day. Mohawk, yeah. It's pretty new too, apparently established in 2020. That's pretty good. Not a whole lot of businesses were starting in 2020. I'll take that. I think Singapore noodle is a thing in Singapore, but only to find out that Hong Kong restaurants invention. Oh. That's unfortunate. All right. Looks like we might even have a little bit of a downhill section to work with. That's awesome. Just gonna stay on 20 here and walk it down. 25 miles to the next subway. Yep, Patrick, we got a ways to go. We're not gonna hit the next subway until tomorrow, usually. So we have enough food in here for tonight and tomorrow morning, and then we should be good. Peruvian chicken though came from Peru, so one day I have to but go back to Peru and try them. Awesome. There was some I think, wow, I'm walking across the USA. Pretty much every night, Flip. Every night. After I struggle in the state of New York to find a place to sleep, I think to myself, wow, I'm really making this happen. How's things going, Davey? They're going all right. We're walking for about another half an hour here, I'd say. And then we're going to rest for our midday siesta through the hot sun. So just a little bit farther. Break from 11 to 2, probably 11 to 3, Jacob. Oh man, anonymous gifter. I don't know who you are, but thank you very much for the gifted sub. I appreciate it. I think a good rest will do you some good, man. I think so too, Davey. Yep. How's the sandwich stash looking? We have about a sandwich and a half left, Flip. One full sandwich for tonight and then a half for the morning. And then halfway through the day tomorrow, I think, or a little bit more than halfway through the day, we should be hitting the next Subway, so we should be good. Thanks for the hype, guys. I don't know how this thing works. Is this a person named Anonymous Gifter? Or is it actually an anonymous gifter? Are you avoiding large cities on this trip, Sean? Nope, power factor. We walked straight through Albany. In fact, we stayed in a hotel in Albany. We're going to walk straight through Syracuse. And we're going to walk straight, well, we're going to cut around Buffalo a little bit. And then straight through Erie and straight through Cleveland. After that, though, I don't think our next big city is until California. Not a whole lot going on in those middle states. What sandwiches do you want to dehydrate first? I don't know, whatever's easiest. I figure it's probably going to be deli meats. Because you can't really dehydrate steak after it's been cooked. So let's try like turkey, ham, whatever else they got. Kitty is a Spanish IRL streamer. Oh, well, thanks, Kitty. Hopefully he rates us. That'd be really cool. That'd be really cool. Or maybe we'll rate him. If he's going right now. All right. He's indoor dyeing his hair curly. Interesting. Like I said, we only got about a half an hour here before we take our break anyhow. So maybe we'll grab him. Oh boy, another uphill section. My favorite. How far have we walked this far? I am new here. Hey, Make 20 Cave. Well, Make 20 Cave, just so you know what we're doing, we're currently walking across the continental United States of America from Boston, Massachusetts to the Santa Monica Pier in Santa Monica, California. Whole trip is covering 3,044 miles. It's going to take us anywhere from 5 to 6 months. We're doing the whole trip eating nothing but food you can buy at a Subway restaurant chain because we're a little insane. And we're doing it all in partnership with a charity organization called Big City Mountaineers, which is an organization that takes kids from disinvested and underprivileged communities and brings them out to experience adventures in nature and the outdoors in order to kind of keep them away from the bad influences of the inner city. Thanks, T. It's a good program, and it's really cool. So people live in outdoors currently, so plenty of options. Awesome. I don't understand anything of the States because I am from Switzerland. Oh, well, it's huge, the MiG-20, and it's going to take us 5 to 6 months. And Pooper, to answer your question, hold on, I got to pull out my phone. My other phone. Pooper, we have currently walked 10.63 miles as of right now. Sure thing, Chase. We can call you Chase. No problem at all. No worries. Well, welcome to the walk, Chase. It's gonna be a good one. Thanks, Boober. I wanted to get a little bit more. I would have liked to be as close to like 15 as possible when we ended, but with 2 miles added onto this, we'll probably get right around 13, which is fine. And then we'll just have about, 2.5 hours of walking in the afternoon. So we might end up starting a little bit earlier than 3, which kind of stinks because it's still going to be hot out. Bored Jenny, no, we are in New York. We are in Leesville, New York. We made it out of Massachusetts after 7 days. We made it out of there pretty quick. Seven days. On the end of the 7th day, I believe, we were in New York. Yep. Sorry guys, I'm just looking at this swing uphill and thinking to myself, damn, another uphill. That's alright though, we'll tackle it, no problem, no problem. You made so much progress in these 12 days. I would have never believed this is possible. Me neither, man, but turns out if you just keep your head down and keep on walking, you can make it pretty far. That's pretty cool. Saw you on the news. Keep it up. Thanks, Board Jenny. I appreciate it. We're going to make it all the way to Santa Monica. It's going to happen. The map says in Warren we walk past the swamp. Oof. This is very freaking inspiring. I appreciate that, Intrinsic. Like I said, man, we just keep on walking. That's all you can do, right? Just keep moving forward, one foot in front of the other, and we'll get there eventually. Got a little water in these lungs, hold up. If I walk 12 hours to a flat part, do I think I could do 40 miles? No, I was like, yeah, I'll be honest with you, man. That day I did just over 30, man. That was definitely my limit. That was, I was like, at the end there, I was stopping about every 0.2 of a mile, and it was getting less and less every time I stopped. That was probably about as far as I can go. It's a metaphor for life, really, and look at you living your dream. Mad respect, homie. I appreciate that, Intrinsic. We are really trying to make it happen out here, yeah. Thankfully, actually, I was walking through Albany on that day, because I definitely had hit my limit, and I needed the frequent places to stop. No more over 22 mile daily, you increase your risk of rhabdomyolysis. Okay. No, we'll probably get pretty close to 25 on days here and there. We'll be fine, though. And not yet, Pooper, not yet, but I'm sure we will, yes. You gotta do what you gotta do. That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking of all the pioneers that made it here almost the same journey out west back in the 1800s. Yeah, but they're cheaters intrinsic. They use oxen and wagons, horses. What's up with that? Did you lose any oxen yet? Lol. Didn't bring them. Rhabdo is no joke. I was in the ICU from that. I spent like 28 days in the hospital. Oh, I know, Ziggy. I just don't think we're going to be at risk of it on this trip. We're not going that hard in the paint. And we do have a wagon. And they did sometimes have to walk. Walking 30 miles in a day is a long day. Power factor that day was incredibly long, man. We started at like 7 a.m. and we went all the way until I think probably about 5, maybe almost 6. But we were pushing to get to a hospital, or not a hospital, sorry. We were pushing to get to a hotel that we had booked for that night and the night after so that we could take a rest day the next day. So I didn't mind pushing it because we had the rest day the next day. Just came to say hello. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you and welcome to the walk. And also, hello. Hello. I like a person that sticks to their name. What are you carrying there? Just came to say hello. This is my baby stroller that I am pushing that has our hiking backpack, our tent, and our sleeping bag. And yeah, we're pushing it all in a stroller because it's a lot easier than trying to carry it all on my back as we walk across the country for 5 to 6 months. Over 3,044 miles. This is a child I am walking across the country to get help for it. Please, sir, see my child. It has no life functions as it is a bag. His name is Mr. Wilson. And by the end of this journey, I promise to love and cherish Mr. Wilson as if he was one of my own. Miles is how many kilometers? Oof. Hold on, I can do this real quick. It's times, so 3,044. Surprised we haven't gotten this question before. Calculator, 3044 times 1.6. 4,870 kilometers. Yeah. Thanks, Boober. I almost beat you. Yes, sir. Just came to say hello. It's going to be a long walk. Kadita, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you and welcome to the walk. So this sign now is saying that the parking area is only in a half mile. I do not think that we have walked far enough to grant us a break yet, so we're just going to keep on going past it. Sorry, would have been nice. Oh well. Just kidding, by the way. Nope, just came to say hello. We are walking from Boston, Massachusetts to the Santa Monica Pier in Santa Monica, California. All the way across the United States of America. Just from East Coast to West Coast. Yes, sir. And I like the patriotism, Poober. Might as well rest now and push a little harder tonight. You'll be warmed up. No, because I don't... My idea, right, Pooper, and the reason why I'm pushing so hard as I am in the beginning of the journey too, is because I'd rather do it all up front and have less work later than save the work for later. Namaste from India, by the way. Oh, well, hello from India. Or, sorry, hello to India. Has anyone tried to offer you a ride yet? Aboard Jenny, there was a really rainy day when we were walking on Route 2 in Massachusetts on our way to Shelburne Falls, where 2 people stopped and offered us a ride. But that's the only time across the entire journey so far. Do people ever stop and offer you life, or does police ask you questions? Nope. We've had about 15 squad cars pass by us, and not even one of them has stopped to even try to talk to us. And also, I am not shirtless, Pooper. I have been on camera. You can see I am not shirtless. Totally agree. You get it, bulldozers. Have you seen Bike Curious? Yeah, we just rated Bike Curious the other day. I believe, right? $99 Control, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. Just got you a couple more followers, word of mouth. Thank you very much, Sharon Elsner. I appreciate it. You really are awesome, man. You should have a police escort the whole way. I cannot afford to pay a police escort the whole way. This would be amazing on YouTube. Well, that's the plan. Hello. I think Fingerflip, the moderator here, is helping us archive a lot of our streams so that I can put together a couple of YouTube videos of the entire trip at the end. Michael is a fantastic streamer. He has the best calves on Twitch. Listen here, Pooper. The best calves on Twitch? Are you sure about that? Hey, Adventurous, how's it going? Sorry, I've heard some extremely inflammatory remarks in my chat room here. Do it out of the kindness of their hearts, lol. I don't like that claim, Pooper. I will challenge him to a calf off. SPS and everything available, right? Yep. We are definitely using sunscreen. 143 gigabytes of video of VOD archive so far. Flip, where are we storing this? Where are you storing this, man? Where do you have this kind of storage space? That's so much. And that's just like... Oh my goodness. It's literally like a tenth of what we're gonna have. Storage, YouTube maybe? Oh, I don't know. My home server, I'm going to add another hard drive soon. Flip, man, I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Oh, you didn't have to use your home server. That's awesome. It's going well. I'm glad to hear it, Adventurous. We're also having a good day today. It's about to get real hot, though, so we're going to stop here around 11:30 and rest up in the midday sun. I have a few terabytes lying around here too. Storage is cheap. I mean, I guess so. But I appreciate it, guys. That is awesome of you. If the video showed you walking too, that would be epic. Walking the entire US. I'm walking. Oh God. I keep trying, but see, then when I let go of the carriage, it veers off the road. Spyroy Todd, thank you very much. Or am I reading that? Spyroy Todd. Yeah, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. As the collection grows, it's certainly going to grow fast. Did you finally make it past all those hills? Adventurous, I'd like to say yes, but the real answer is no, man. We have had some downhills today, though, but we've also had our uphills. Why did you put your shirt on, Pooper? I never took it off. You guys, I just signed up for the internet. It's $65 a month, good for 100 megabytes per second. I'm not the person to ask Intrinsic. I am horrible with technology. Just need to get a cameraman to follow you. Exactly, easy money, Green Herring. Like Intrinsic said, I'll just get a police detail with cameras to follow me the whole time. Just came to say hello. Yeah, occasionally on the upper left of the screen, you'll see a little wheel pop up that spins through. Those are my sponsors currently. Wasn't made it. Sorry, T. Just came to say hello, said I should walk in front of the camera. I tried, it did not work. Reach out to Red Bull, maybe? Yeah, maybe. You can just call me Spyro. I'm in the London, UK. Well, hey, Spyro. I used to love Spyro, the game. The little purple dragon. All depends on where you live. In UK, I'm paying the equivalent of $40 for 500 megabit. Nice. I'm rooting for them to be gone soon. Lol. Oh, awesome, Spyro. I know you then. By Curious was able to do make himself visible in the stream. Yeah. I just didn't have the budget to do it. I just came to say hello. If I did, I would have gotten a second camera with a second mount set up, and then a transfer board so I could switch between camera views, or even just have the two views up at the same time. But I ran out of monies. I am not a wealthy man, as they say. So I spent the money I did have on the setup we do have, with the encoder and the camera and my computer back home. But that's all I was able to do. He also is wearing a shirt. Lol. He has a trio following him. Oh, that's pretty cool. Love it, adventurous. Lol. Overall, the tech setup seems to have worked out nicely. I think so too, Flip. Yeah. I mean, obviously a second camera would have been nice and things to add, but you're restricted by how much money you have. And also the weight of all the gear too starts to add up after a while. I think the priority though, as far as adding to our tech setup, is more power banks, definitely. As it stands right now, I think we have enough power banks to make it through today and maybe tomorrow, but I might have to skip streaming on Saturday and Sunday. Because we're out of power. Sunday is going to be a short day anyway, because that's when I'm meeting up with the friend. But we'll see. We'll have to see. If I can find a place to charge him up now while we take our siesta, it might not be a problem. And no worries, Foggy Miner. My pleasure, man. Once I get 2,500 channel points, I will deem hydrate for you. Appreciate it, adventurous. Lol. I pay 80ish, around 260, 280 down, 30 up. But it's mostly for the data cap at 2 terabytes a month. Yeah. Alright, maybe we should consider that parking area. It does not look like it has a whole lot of shade though. Any tips for someone who climbs up a mountain but finds it very difficult to get down? My only tip, would be climb with someone else who belays you, and trust the person that's belaying you. And then you can pretty much just let go and they'll let you down. Hey, Principal Matthew, been looking for a while? Awesome, man. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Just tuck and roll, lol. Mountain rescue helicopter? Nah, nothing like that. You just gotta trust the person you're climbing with, that's all. And trust that they know how to belay. I got a story. I was rock climbing indoors at an indoor rock climbing place once. And I'm trained in belaying. I was a rock climbing instructor for a while. And I was doing it for one of my friends who had the exact same problem. He had no problem getting up there. But he did not feel comfortable getting down. And eventually he got stuck up there. And I said, man, just let go. Thinking that he was just going to lean back and come back. And he just let go and dropped. And I had him, so we didn't go anywhere. But he felt like he dropped 10 feet. And now he won't do it ever again. Just roll down wheat, lol. Is this parking? What kind of rest stop is this? It didn't say a rest stop, it said a parking area. But it looks like there is a little park there, T. Like picnic benches and stuff like that. Just not a whole lot of shade, which is really what I'm looking for. I remember one time going up on a tiny mountain, but coming down was super difficult. Yeah, I got you. Some people don't like that down part. I think I am going to cross. I'm going to check it out here. I don't know if we're going to stay here, but it looks like there is a little building there, and if I can plug in and charge, we might be set for a while. All right, guys, watch out. We're going to go over this mid-barrier here. It's going to be interesting. There must be a little shade across the road. Yeah, we're going to check. Over the time of day, it'll be very little shade. No kidding. All right, turn the stroller. Turn the stroller. Pull it up this hill. And we got to make our way across the road really quickly before cars come. No, not turn around in the middle of the road, stroller. That's not what I said. Oof. I admit it. I used to be free climbing here on some gnarly mountains in Arizona. There were times where I was holding on just with the tips of my fingers and toes. Stuff was hectic and a massive adrenaline rush. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable doing that intrinsic. I would rather have someone belaying me any day of the week. All right, let's see what we got. Turn the carriage. Come on, Mr. Wilson, don't fight me. This is what we got. Climb the grass backwards. That building I saw looks like it's just somebody's home. I do not want to just steal somebody's interwebs or electricity. Do you get tan because of the sunlight you use, Cap? Yeah, I'm really tanned right now. Start kicking the stroller in front of the truckers, lol. I don't see any shade flip. Okay, yeah, I see posted signs for private property, so looks like we can't plug in. That is someone's house. Yeah, that is someone's house. Just thought we'd check. Alright, though, I still think this might be the spot that we stop, just because it is getting a little bit warm out. And I don't think we're going to do any better the farther down we go. Let's take a real, I'm going to get over here and we'll take a quick look at the pedometer. We'll see how far we've walked to get an idea how much farther we have to walk after our break. Really not a whole lot of shade options. All right, at the tree. Yep. Are you aware that you might get sunburned if you walk too much in the sun? Might not be good for your health. Yeah, hello, we're using sunscreen and everything that we can to avoid it. We're also gonna get a floppy hat. Principal Matthew, thank you very much for the 5 bits. The best city to charge your electronic devices is Buffalo, because buffaloes are known for charging. Lol, I love it. And I know it does not intrinsic, but I think we have better options. I'm gonna look around here for a little bit. In the meantime though, guys, thank you very much for checking in. We are going to take our little break here. Hold on, let me check the phone. See where we've made it. We're at like 12 miles right now, so we're going to have to do 8 or so on the back end of the day. Hopefully I will be back on for that back end. I might decide to try to save on electricity here, guys, a little bit and not stream the last part of the day. If that's the case, I will give you updates on the Discord. But thank you guys very much for being here. Who should we raid right now? Who is active? And I will, Firehorse, thanks. No worries, Flip. Who we raiding, though? Who we raiding? Who we raiding? Looking for the first name that pops up. Hey, Mr. Lurkers. Trucker_Dylan. That's the one. See you guys later. Have a good one.